Testing. 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 Can you guys hear me? Testing. Can you guys hear me? Sorry, I'm still working on the sound here, so give me a moment. Sorry. Hi everyone. We're just waiting for the tournament to get started, but um, hopefully you guys can hear me right now. So my name is Totoro, and I'll be your host today for um, the Festival Online Riichi Championship 2019, presented by Mahjong Guide and Competitive Riichi Hub. Sorry for the yeah, I've got to set up. So today is the main event. I believe is it 2 weeks ago? Would it be, or was it last week? I think last week was the qualifying round, which we'll pull up here. Where so how the tournament works is the top 16 players by virtue of Tenho rank, and I believe it's points, or is it R? I think it's R. So if I switch to this tab here, the top players are automatically seated into the main bracket today, and the top 16 players. and the remaining 16 seats were decided by a qualifier that was held last week, which was here. So these are the results. So as you can see, 16 players here joins the top 16 from the other tab in the main event. And so here we have the bracket. So unfortunately, I can't show the full bracket on my screen, but we'll try and scroll up and down a little bit. So each round is composed of 2 huncha, and we will take some of the scores over the 2 huncha, including placement bonuses, and the top 2 players from each table will progress to the next round, and it will be knockout. So we'll play 2 huncha, knock out half a field, play another 2, knockout, and so on until we have our top table of 4. So today we'll play up to the quarterfinals, and I believe 2 weeks later on the 14th, 14th of December, we'll have the semifinals and the final. In terms of rules, so I'm just going to click the link here. I believe we are playing the RC rules, Akanashi, for this tournament. Confirming, no red 5s, 30k start. Uber's plus 15, plus 5, minus 15. No busting. Kirage Mangan, and that's the main set of rules that are being used. So I'm just checking the Discord chat right now, but I believe games will start pretty soon. Let's have a look. Yeah, about 2 minutes. So the admins are getting ready to start the games, and hopefully they should pop up on this screen here. And we'll have to pick a victim for us to spectate. So as many people know, I'm an Australian player, and there are quite a few Aussies in the field today. I think they were saying there were 5 at least. I do recognise a few names here, and there is a table with 3 Aussies, but I might refrain from picking that table because I would be pretty biased. I'd feel sorry for CW1106. So I don't know. I need to pick a player. Who are we going to follow today? Leaning towards Rusty since his name is highlighted right now. We'll see in a second. Okay, cool. So we've got these games started, but because the games will be on a 5-minute delay, so we won't get to see the game right now. But let's go Rusty. About 3 minutes away. Sorry. So just introducing our players for the game we've got up here. We've got Rusty, who's from the UK, and he's an admin on the competitive Riichi hub server. Now, not very good with um, kanji or even like Japanese in general, but looks like the player in North is Russell, is also from the UK. Um, so he's the other seeded player on this table. The other two players, we've got Suffer, who I believe is from Brazil. Looking him up right now. Yeah, so he's from Brazil. We've got Egg, who's from, let's have a look, from the USA. Um, and he didn't leave his name here, so we'll just call him Egg. Sorry, I'm back here. So the game has started. Dealer is Egg. And just a quick look, some pretty average hands here, especially for Rusty. Um, no one's got any like crazy good hands here. The dealer is Ishanten, but no Dora, which could be an issue. But let's see how he plays this. Obviously, he's open to drawing a 6-man, which would be great. Suffer here, probably Sanchoku chance, maybe. It's the most likely high value hand you can come up with. What's happened here? So Egg broke his pair, which was the 7. I'm guessing he doesn't like this weight, the middle 8 weight. So he's working his way around, but the problem right now is if he draws a 6-man, then he's going to have to find a pair. But he's actually 10 points.
Eat.
Instant reach, which is good, I think. At this point, there aren't too many ways for him to improve his hand, so this is a pretty easy reach. So it looks like everyone's playing relatively defensively right now. So reach, no one's got any really good hands to attack with. So I expect people to try and play around the reach a little bit, but it's going to be hard to just get close to tempo with a lot of these hands. A lot of these hands are pretty bad right now. So it looks like first hand against Dealer Reach, everyone's playing pretty safe. Expect it just to get the tempo. In terms of the weights, the two 7s are gone. He is drawing to 1-4, I believe. That's still in the wall. Yeah, most likely going to be a draw, and he'll just get 1,000 from all the other players. So Suffer is making a play to try to get the tempo, but I think that was a little too late. He was pretty unlikely to draw like that at that time. And game round the hand ends, and yep, Egg collects 2,000. So off to this is each one hombo. Dora dealer has a Dora dealer's got an okay hand. Looks like the what's happened here? So the North player, he's got some pretty good shapes, and he's decided to discard the pair of South, banking on getting Tanya on top of whatever hand he goes for, which is either most likely not 7 pairs with the shape he wants at least to get Pinfu. But it looks like Rusty here's got a pretty fast hand because he got the West and he's looking to speed up here, which is pretty fair, I guess. But now the North plays is Shanten. So is Suffer, looks like, and now he's Tenpai, but with a pretty okay hand, but I guess he'll get first, and Rusty will chief a Tenpai. Problem here for Suffer is he's played a Dora there, which makes his hand look a little bigger. Which means high chance for Rusty is going to be Tenpai to try and poke a little bit and win that hand, because there was an additional 1,100 points on the table, and he does end up winning the hand. So here it looks like I think Rusty's probably the best hand by far. Good shapes. Dora. Now he's Ishanten, hoping to fill up one of the 2 middleweights he's got there, and he does. Riichi. Pretty easy reach here. Yeah, it's way too good here. Like banking on getting Sunshoku, it's not guaranteed, so you generally just want to attack here, take the reach. Like Sumo gets your Hatman already, so no need to get too greedy here. And looking around, I don't think anyone's got a hand close to being able to attack. Some pretty bad hands all around, so should be able to draw his way out. But Egg does ton, which might get him in trouble soon. Of course, we can see he doesn't have any of Rusty's winning tiles, but he's going to have to put half dangerous tiles here. Suffer takes a Chi. He's got a similar problem. Got some not so safe tiles, but maybe I bet he is dealer. So and he has 2 Dora, so he's going to have a go at this. He will get the Tenbai. On actually the he's waiting for a 7, so and we are playing with head bump here, so in that situation he will beat out Rusty. But yeah, so we're at the 7. Still a few 7s in the wall. There's one in the West player's hand. The 4, there's 1, 2. Oh, there's a 7. Does he play it? There's 3 6s out. He doesn't play it, which is good. And oh my god. 2,000, 4,000. So our player Rusty gets into the lead, and it's East 3, and he's dealer with a pretty average hand. Like, well, it looks okay now, but unfortunately, he's going to struggle to get value out of his hand. And Egg played the Dora pretty early here. His hand's good, like so he's a Shanten, but unfortunately the twins are dead. So one's an indicator, one's already been discarded. So he is gonna have to play that pair out. Maybe he can get Itsu or something for some value. It's gonna be tough.
Riichi.
And he reaches, which is probably not advisable here, given one of his weights is already dead. Hopefully people realize, but he might get lucky here, and there's maybe, I don't know, some of these guys can't really fold anyway if you look carefully. Like, and Rusty actually draws a pretty key tile for him, so he'll play a pair of West because he had too many pairs there. Yeah. He might try and work his way around to tempo here. Because like given the doors are already been discarded, it does make like hit the reach a little bit less scary, especially some of these guys, especially like say like double ton or something. Like you can definitely have a go at attacking because like especially since you don't really have too many safe tiles.
Riichi.
So Suffer's got the tempo with Pinfu at least, which is good. And yeah, he's obviously decided to attack given he doesn't have too many tiles to defend with anyway. Like in these situations, like especially since you've seen the Dora, I do feel like it's perfectly acceptable to push a little bit
Rom.
Your reaches. Like it's not like a blanket like push all thing, but like if you get to Tempai, it may be better just to take the Tempai. Like you don't necessarily have to reach in a situation, but yeah, like you definitely want to make like keep the Tempai at least be dumber and look for a way to pick up some points in the end. Because one way to not lose is obviously to win. Okay, so Rusty. So we're in East for Rusty. Played the one just then, which maybe a small mistake. I don't know. I guess like Sunshoku's on like both ways. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4, 5. So maybe you do want to keep the one in these situations. He's got quite a few. He's got a few options this hand. Ideally, he does draw on the Dora, which would be good. But as we can see here, Egg has literally drawn 3 Dora, and he's Ishanten, and he's now 10.
Riichi.
Now he's gonna. So this one, he should play Dora, and it's actually yeah, that's good. He has Sanshoku, discarding Dora, which he's got a pretty scary hand, and I don't think people will definitely underestimate how scary his hand is. With the especially the Dora discard. So Suffer here has got a problem. He's actually holding that 3 sword. If he gets too greedy, he'll probably discard it and deal in. So it would be Sanshoku Dora 2 reach with chance for Honeymoon. So Rusty doesn't have any safe tiles right now, so he's gonna play the edge tiles, which is probably okay. Like, I don't think he's got too many options to defend with. So generally, in situations you want to, if you're gonna discard something, you want to pick something that ideally would, if it deals in, would like be a low value hand. So usually the edge tiles are a candidate in these situations, because it does cut out like say Tanyo. Like because the downside of it is like that weight, like I say, like a 1/4 weight, 1/4 weight is obviously a really good weight, and so a lot of people will go for those weights, knowing that. So Suffer, what's him do? He is Tempai, and this time he takes Dharma.
Sumo.
Which is quite a big hand. So this is Hanuman, guaranteed. With no, that's Hanuman for egg. Pretty good hand. And he now takes a slight lead over Rocky. Up by 400 points. So we've entered South round now. And Egg's got a pretty fast hand with some good draws. He's got one Dora, which is good. No one else actually has Dora, so most of the other hands are pretty weak. Rossi maybe has dreams of Honitsu here, but yeah, so he passes on the east, which is probably good. Good things are like the thing about the Honitsu is you should never go for it if you're only gonna get 2,000 unless you're like unless it actually is the fastest possible hand.
Riichi.
Oh well, that happened really quick. So the North player got to Tempai, and reaches with just Pinfu Dora 1. Okay, so
Sumo.
oh, and gets and gets Ura for Hanuman. With that he leapfrogs into second place. Rusty is now first due to dealer double. And that score's actually quite tight up top. And unfortunately, poor Suffer, who's got a pretty bad hand, is now stuck in last. He's got some work to do. But look at that last hand just then before. If you didn't have a Dora, like the technical, like you could think about not reaching immediately because I guess the 4-5-6 Sasha wall open. Whether you need it, generally, I think if you didn't have like a Dora, so you're naked Pinfu, then there is argument for like trying to draw into it. But with the extra Dora, generally like reach Pinfu Dora is enough, is sufficient for your hand there. So the West player, he's got a pretty fast hand, no Dora, but West and South will win counting this time. If he can get both, which would be pretty good for him. Rosti Ishan 10, not the best weight. If he gets it, unfortunately, no Dora. So he really wants to draw that format. But unfortunately, the West player's hand is pretty quick. So Egg is unfortunately stuck with a really bad shape. The 579 obviously desperately wants a 6-man. And actually now Rosti is Tempai with not so good weights. And there's also so that makes sense for him not to reach here. He'd prefer if he drew like a 6 or a 7-man. At least he can like try and get a Dora somehow. And now he does. So this is a pretty good reach. Put some pressure on West, who's like pretty much sort of all in here. He's Tempai. Doesn't really want to break his hand up here. Again, like unless you draw a really bad tile, like you draw Dora here, something really close to Dora, maybe he freaks out a little bit.
Sumo.
But, he does get the win in the end, so he's now in the lead. Some more for 100 each. And now we're in South 3. Rosti is dealer, and he's got a pretty mediocre hand, but definitely a better hand than some of these other players. Egg has South and one Dora, but unfortunately he's behind. But he can overtake Rusty. Like so, like how you should think about it is because of the Uma, like each place is worth 10k. So in his case, he goes from like -5 to like +5. It's 10k difference. So it's still quite valuable for him to try and like not aim for first, but just leapfrog Rusty into second. So you might see him play this hand a little fast. Unfortunately, he does need to try and work the Dora, but luckily he pairs up now, so he can work this Dora. But he plays the South, which I don't agree with. I really don't agree with the situation. Because yeah, well, luckily he pairs up the 4, so he's just as fast as before. But I don't know. In these situations, like South is, and he doesn't take the chi. I think this is one hand where you really want to get like win, especially if you do more like 3.0 or like say what like 1,000, 2,000 there. You will take down. You will. You should catch up. Yes, 3.9. Yeah, so you'd get into first place. With some more. So I do think he should have taken that chi there. And this is beyond greedy. Again, that Uber is worth quite a bit. It doesn't seem much, but um, like if he leaves for Ox in the first place, that's a 20k difference, and like it's a little different than playing a tournament because we're playing a knockout here, so you're only concerned about like the players on your table, and like so like like you making 20k is like similar to other guys both losing 10k each, which is a huge difference because that's directly correlated to your outcome for this tournament, as opposed to say like a general like Swiss tournament where you kind of don't have control. And so yeah, these plays do make a bit more sense because you need to actually accumulate more points on top of just the Uber. So in this case, it's such a reach, which I don't know. I guess it's okay, but given it is South 3, I'd probably lean towards Dama. Like 5.2k is good. It doesn't get you first, which is the downside. Like definitely like trap on the other. But he actually managed to do more and get Hanuman. So now he's clear first, which is obviously really good as well. Now we're in South 4. So suffers pond on turn 1, which a lot of people would know me, but I don't like that move. So you're behind by 9,800. Like really, you want to find a way to get Mungan, and ponding like north, which doesn't give you any isn't worth anything to you, is not the way to get Mungan. Even like he's looking at, fortunately, like Honitsu, like it could be like 2 or 2.6k, which is really terrible. And like the annoying thing is, Egg can play pretty safe right now, and he should. Like he can just chill out a little bit because his hands not that great. So I don't expect him to deal in too much. Although on the flip side, again, because this is like this is a knockout, so because you're playing more table dynamics, it may actually be advantageous for him to play tiles into Suffer and just put some pressure on the other guys, because the other guys are gonna like see him having Honitsu with and he plays which isn't that bad move really, actually. Yeah, because like it actually puts a lot more pressure on the other two who need to chase Egg, as long as it doesn't deal in. So like I don't Egg, like that 7 sword probably it has to play it now or it never comes out. But it actually, by doing this, you can get away with putting some pressure. Like you don't want to do some again. You don't want to do this in like a big open tournament where you can't. You've got to consider the fact that you don't really want to yourself. But in the meantime, dealer reaches with what's he got, 258 weight, pretty good weight. No Dora, but he's dealer, so he obviously going to try and attack here. And Rusty also gets a Tempai. I think this is a push. I don't know. Yeah. So he does, and at least he covers the 8 sort of weight. Unlikely it comes out though at 8, but now Rusty draws a 4, which is definitely not safe, and he's gonna have to find a way to bail out of this. He bails with 3. Yeah, so I think Rusty's pretty dead here, so he's gonna bail this out. That's okay. So Suffer will get us off. Yep. Oh, and Rusty drew the 8 sword, which is unfortunate because he would have single south. Sumo Dora south with the Kanchan weight, which should be 1326. That should make a difference against the dealer. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but like really he wasn't going to play that tile. Like it was just way too dangerous. He's to deal into like dealer manga on some out of nowhere, which was possible. So the dealer collects 3,000 of that. And so our man Rusty, again he's got a pretty average hand. Again, like it looks like maybe Honitsu is an option, but you're missing like a pair of North or something that gives you extra harm. That's always essential for a Honitsu hand. He may take this anyway, but I don't like it. Like if you're doing this really purely for speed, just to like stay ahead of the guy in last. And I think that was a pawn, personally. That was, I don't know. Like I think you have to pawn that. No choice. Like you've got a pair at the end. So yeah, I think that was a waste. That 7 sword that passed. So look at these hands. Eggs got pretty good hands. Ishan right now, not the best weight, but he may get there first. But then Dealer's also looking pretty threatening. He's got double ramen weight. Again, Suffer is trying to force through Honitsu, open Honitsu. At least this time, like he has a Dora in his hand. And he's gonna have to integrate that in his hand somehow. There's no way it's gonna do him any good otherwise. And he pairs up, which would be nice, but unfortunately, Dealer is Tenpai again. Egg is still stuck Ishanten. Can he get out? That's the question. And Suffer is Ishanten now, and looking to integrate the Dora, but Egg this has a reach here, and I'm not a fan of this personally. Like the Dealer is definitely Tenpai. Now Suffer is also Tenpai, and you don't need the points right now. Like, you've got a massive lead on these guys. Dealing into Suffer here last is like probably the worst outcome for him. Like that's a huge swing, just totally unnecessary. And Ross. So what he had safe tiles. Lucky for Rusty, it doesn't cost him too much, although those points, it still would have been nice to have those points for the second Hanchan. So, not, yeah, like, looking at those tiles, like, funny enough, like, if he played a 7, he would have dealt into the Dealer, it would have been a little cheaper. Were there any tiles like a 2 saw? There were definitely tiles to bow with. Like, naturally, for him, he wanted to get Dora Tanki somehow, but it really wasn't going to happen. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe he could have played like he could have dodged that potentially. Maybe not. That's pretty tough. Like the Dora's definitely not being played. The 5's pretty bad as well, so it's hard to say. So here are the results. So let's switch this tab. Well, let's switch to the tournament tab. And we can see some results coming through. Still pretty early days. No really big scores here. This is a decently big score. A little bit bigger. So Egg finished on plus 02.4. And Mr. Riichi Man, I think we call this guy. What did he finish on? He finished on 55.7, I think. No, 53. Sorry, 53.7. Okay, that's a decent win. Okay, so maybe this is a good time to switch to like the Aussie games. I can have a little peek, see what happens. So let's go back to the games. And let's look at Nosti. Since I really enjoy watching Nosti's games, so I thought, yeah, let's have a look. And here's there's only East 4, and unfortunately for me, what's happened here? Unfortunately, none of the Aussies are first. So CW1106 is in the lead. But what do we have here? We have Cheese, who reached but Osball has Dora 3. And he had to discard a 7 just then, which is a bit unfortunate. Can he play 4? He has to. Oh, he's stuck here because he's about to deal in. There we go. Unfortunate there for him. Hopefully, yeah, it won't cost him too much. Didn't have value. Yeah, you're not too worried there in Oswald's position. Like, you have to play, like, push you have Mungan there. So he does deal in, but not the end of the world. He's still second. And we're in South 1. And I don't know, like, looks like Dilla's got a reasonably threatening hand, maybe. Looks nice, at least. Nosti's hand is not too bad. So, like, this is you got 2 options here. Maybe draws a Dora here. You can get to, like, 300 with, like North Hatsu Dora as a base. But this is the kind of hand where you don't mind going for Hanitsu, because, again, you've got enough. Yeah, you're going to be able to get the Mungan. That's the most important thing. Like, you don't want to open up your hand unless you like go for like 300 up. That's my opinion. Otherwise, it's usually way more beneficial to stay closed. Dealer is Ishanten. No, he's Tenpai. He's Tenpai. He's Tenpai for 4. Doesn't reach or anything. What could he have done? No, he can't really work. And he draws 5 again, which so he's just looking for like a 6 mana or something. Maybe he pairs up again and goes for Sanko with a reach. So I think it's a spot for him not to reach. There's definitely upgrades here, and I think he can cut it. He wants to cut here. Cutting adds value to his hand. Doesn't do it, which I think is a little bit of a mistake. You definitely didn't want to like cut there. Like I know it looks like, sure, like cutting like generally like benefits the other guys more, but in the situation being Tenpai already and needing and you're still looking to add value to your hand, I think that's a good spot for him to reach. Kanan and reach, that's a good combination there. Like, pretty scary. Tenpai. So Oswald is Tenpai with 1 Dora, so he picks up probably the best tile he can draw, which is a 3 saw, guarantees 4/7 weight. Now Dilla's in that stupid situation. The 8 saw is pretty safe, I guess. Doesn't reach. Maybe this is the time to reach. I don't know. And Nosti's now Tenpai. Takes the Tenpai. Probably good. I'd say that's a good idea in this situation. Like, you don't. I don't know. But that is definitely a riskier play here. Given you see like the 7/6 or played in order. Like, you expect Oswald to have like a reasonable hand here with a good weight, and so the email was definitely alive. It's hard though because he's now in last place. There's enough arguments for, and he doesn't win here. there's actually folding. You do have the same tiles in the three norths. You can maybe like fight some roundabout way. Definitely ways to get back to Empire. So south 2 now. Pretty mediocre hands, I guess. But Osball is Dora, but is gonna have to work hard to try and integrate them into his hand. CW has, I guess you could say he's got such a good chance. Whether he gets there, I don't know. Well, the format doesn't help, but at least his hand's improving. Osball here, yeah, he's just trying to find a way to get to Tempire again. He's got Dora too, so he definitely wants to play fast. Cheese's hand is slowly improving, but no Yaki right now. That's gonna be an issue.
Boom.
Sorry, just typing on Discord right now. Nasty making progress. Okay, so CW Pond going for Tanya, which I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's okay. He's still got some safe tiles left. And he's hoping to draw something around that 5 pin, like the Dora, for example. Sorry, just typing this on Discord again. Yeah, so I'm typing the score because now the Aussie players have realised I've told them that I'm watching their game, so I'm assuming they're going to tighten up their play a little bit before I criticise them. Chief. No, Osball is now Tempire. Dora Flurry, pretty big hand. Sets the Sushi Trap as well on the 9. There is 1-9 still live somewhere. Hopefully he'll draw into it. Pretty like 6. The 6s are gone, so he's drawing to 1-9 9 pin. Don't know right now if anyone will fall straight into the trap if it hit. If it maybe Nosti might. He's still pushing. He's still the Shantan. And Nosti Temper and declines to reach. This one's tough. I guess he has upgrades here. Upgrades being obviously the 3-6 or because it doesn't look like he's defending. So, but then Cheese catches up. Is 10 he wins 1,000. So Cheese caught up. Unfortunately, he's bad, but he was dealer. So he wasn't keen to fold there. It was still a correct play, but Nosti does clean up there now. And ends up in second. Still quite a bit away from CW or 06. Looks like it's gonna be a fight for second right now, at least for this Sunshine. Look at these hands. Looks like CW's probably got the best hand. He's happy to obviously pass this dealer turn, like just win like 1,000 or something, and then go into South 4 and see if he can accumulate some more points for later. But so Dora 2, like Osball's got Dora 2. He seems to be getting lucky with the Dora. But he's got some pretty like ugly shapes. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that last discard, whether like you want to discard the 5-man there. I got a feeling he's doing it nice and early to set the 8 trap because he's probably gonna have to wait on one of these pairs, and one of these pairs might be the 8-man. because otherwise, like the 3, 5, 7, 9 pin shape is actually really bad. So maybe you might want to hold like a floating 5 and try and improve. Like, ideally, you want to find a good shape. Yeah. Yeah, because you just have way too many pairs and bad shapes, like just a bad combination in general. But he's paired up a 3 now, so Cheetoy is an option. Toy Toy is also an option, but oh wow. Yeah, so now he's Ishan 10 for Suanko. Or at least, hopefully, maybe Sanko if he's lucky. Well, that backfire was a bit unfortunate. Draws to 6. He'll discard it. There's no need to do anything crazy here. He'll discard the 6 and be Shanten again. But he discards an 8. Now this is, I definitely don't agree with this. Sure, that 8.
Each.
Okay. Firstly, Cheese is Tempine region, but I don't like playing the pair of 8s. I know it is dead.
Each.
Oh, he managed to draw out of it. But the problem for him there for Osborne was Tempai with like through some other like say he say he paired up the other way or the 3 pin, then he would have been Furious and Tempai, which is not a good situation to be in that situation. So I'm not a big fan of that. Maybe like in this situation, maybe Cheeto's an option, but I get like she's reached and yeah, like it trapped him into chasing. Like obviously his hand was definitely worth chasing for 3, but playing the 8 mon, I don't know. I feel like that was I'm not a fan of it. There. But Cheese reaches gets the better side of it, so he added Tanya and now actually leave Fox in the second. So Osball, yeah, in a little bit of trouble here. Dealing to Mangan in South 3 is never a good thing, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't think he'd have voted that one. Dora 3 again. So looking here, Nosti is dealer and Ishan 10, so he's probably going to attack. He's by here, so he'll attack. Osball has Dora 2 again. Don't know how he does it, but he's drawing a lot of Dora. And like he's got a half decent hand. Like so, obviously he's not holding this hand. 0 chance. But so here's the problem here. You're dead last on 13.7k, and you're 16k behind. Playing the 8 back there was, in my opinion, not a good idea. Like the 1 is like obviously there's like the 2-3 saw there helping to block a little bit. You're gonna have to play the 2. Like the 2 is gonna be played. Just play it. That's how I see it in these situations. And you've got Dora 2. Dealer hopefully has like a weakish hand. You're just too behind. Like you can't afford to half fold in situations. Like if he drew a 7 there first before he drew the 5, he'd be really annoyed. Yep. So Nossi Duel now leapfrogged into second, and he's drawn a oh my god, crazy good hand here. Obviously he's just seeing Mangan all over. So pretty straightforward hand for him. There's Dora. There's one. Everyone's got 1 except for Nosti, but that's fine. But everyone else's hands are a bit average. So Nosti is now Isha 10. Pretty scary hand. There's 1 Hatsu. Tom's don't know where. There's 2 still out there. Probably, like Reach is probably overkill if he draws Tempai now. But he's here, so that's a no-brainer. Takes a Tempai. Sumo's for and should leave from the first. Pretty nice hand. And yeah, so Oswald's really far behind now. He's gonna have to gamble a little bit, and like even though he's got another hunch on, the problem is like it's not just about the placement; it's also like points do matter. Like being almost 20k behind third, you're going to have to do some work next hunch on. So and that also starts now. So he's got a Dora 2 hand. Let's see if he can get to 10 pie at least. But you really can't afford to fold too many of these like Dora 2 hands. So you're gonna play it. You should be playing this with maximum efficiency. Let's look at these other hands. So CW is Ishanten, but he's got no Yaku. He can't do very much. But you can try to reach. Maybe Soundtrack might come in if you're really lucky. He's got a reasonable hand, but he's so okay. So here, yeah, that's correct. You should leave open the Soundtrack chance because obviously the Soundtrack plus Chanta is huge, and this is how you catch up the first. So yeah, you definitely want to play that way. And I'd argue even here, like you're really not gonna take 10 pie on a 5-pin anyway, without the Dora. So like you're really tempted to play the 4-pin ASAP. Like even if you like say pair up the 1-pin, that's a much better result than drawing a 5. So yeah, I think the 4-pin should be played pretty early here. It's just well, what do we have here? So Oswald played a 2-saw, but instead of playing the 5, which seems weird to me. Like so he's asking for Chitoy, pretty straightforward hand, but probably 2-saw was better than the 5, right? All things considered. That was interesting discard. Gets to 10 pie. Will he reach?
Riichi.
He does reach here on the 5, which I don't agree with. Like, so the thing about Chitoy is, okay. So first problem is there's one out. 2.
Sumo.
Tile. But generally you want like you have the option of picking any tile for 10 pie, right? So generally you want to pick a tile which you think is most likely to be in the wall, or like more likely than the 5. And I'd argue 5 is probably one of the least likely tiles you'll find. Like, good chance everyone has a piece of it. Maybe not Cheese, but the other 2 guys might have one, at least one of them there. So which means you're drawing to the last one. Okay. When you could pick another tile, but hey, whatever, shoot me. He gets the shit away. So, that was a nice win. It doesn't get him out of last, but it does get him closer to everyone else, which is the most important thing. And like you're never going to complain when you get Hanuman. So unfortunately, he is still last, but it puts him a lot closer than where he was before, which is quite helpful. So that ends that Hanchan. So I believe the second Hanchan there game starting soon. So we're going to pick another game in a second, but maybe we'll flick back to the results as they come in. So we've got some pretty big scores. Well, I see a big minus here. I think this is J Cakes. That's a pretty messy score. He's got some work to do. So this is the game we saw. Crabman won table 3. Pretty tight table, it looks like. Still pretty close. Back to this one. Not too far ahead. Nosty, like it's possible to catch up. Like this is really tight here. This one here. Well, Cersei's got a massive first here. Well, that's a pretty first. He's a pretty big lock here. This hunch out. So I'm probably going to pick one of the tighter games to watch for the second Hanchan. Those are usually a bit more interesting. So I'm leaning towards this one here. This one's pretty close. People are typing on Discord right now. Okay, let's watch this game here. This one sounds interesting. The scores are really close, which I like. Because some of these other tables you find when the scores are really spread out, the dynamics change a lot. Like you just get people like going like cockshee every hand or something stupid, because they're last and they have to like win really big. So usually the tight ends are a little bit more interesting. So we'll go with this one, which has an 8 done in it. So maybe we'll watch from an 8 done perspective. QAO. I think he's from Taiwan, I believe. I can check in a second. But so yep, so we're in East 2. So the last game actually was the last one. So what do we have here? So just maybe just reviewing the first Hanchan on the side here. CS Blue got first, Tina Crow was second, QAO was third, and MC Riichi or MCR Riichi was last. But it was all pretty close. So like whoever gets first here has a good chance of qualifying. Even for the guy who came last. But what do we have here? I've got Honitsu for MC Riichi. Dealer has an interesting hand. He's Ishanten. Pretty nice hand there. Has ways to set the Dora. Unfortunately, QAO hands pretty iffy. Like he doesn't. Yeah, he's gonna struggle right now. He's trying to work something around the Dora, but at this point he'll probably have to fold, given he's stuck on a 2-5 man that he can't get out of. And West is going for Chun, probably just Chun. Oh no, wait, Dora 2. Sorry, it's got Dora 2. That makes a big difference. Sorry, excuse my voice. So the Chun come out, speeds his hand up a little bit, but unfortunately he's got some average shapes, and now MC Riichi looks threatening, but the dealer gets the tempo, and he accepts the Dora, so this is gonna be interesting. So the problem for him is the 5 mana dead. Maybe he doesn't know that. But his hand does look pretty scary. But I'm assuming these guys, like at least the 2 guys who have chances to get to Mangan will push. At least try and half push for now. Like they haven't drawn any crazy dangerous tiles yet. Like yeah, no, it's not easy to make a read here. You could argue, oh hey, like you haven't seen Manzu from the dealer. Like that's probably the most likely tile he's got. Like so, that's quite interesting. So West didn't play the 8 saw, which I think that's pretty. That's pretty scared here. I don't know. Like he sees. Well, he saw 1-7 at the time, did he? Maybe 1-7. That's playing a little scared, especially since he does see 2 Dora, well 3 Dora. Sorry. I feel like that's a mistake. I do feel like the lower Manzu are definitely the most dangerous tiles to draw. Like if he draws like a 3 or 4, he's out. But I think the 8 is worth pushing here. I don't know. Okay. The problem with his hand is he has like he had that 1 save tile, and then there's a lot of half save tiles, and like it's always like really bad trying to fold fold with half save tiles. So 7 comes out, he declines it. Like so, see the situation. He's gonna play a few of these half save tiles. Like 6 is safe, pretty safe, I guess. Maybe it's a bit better to fold now, but I would have considered playing the 8. I think it was worth playing the 8 once. 9's very safe there, but yeah. But it looks like this hand will end up with a draw. Where are all the 2s? 1, 2. Wow, two 2s in a dead wall. Is that what I see? Pretty unlucky. Okay, so CS Blue collects 2,000. And there's 3 Riichi sticks in the middle. So yeah, like fast hands. When his 3 sticks in the middle plus 2 hotbar. Like fast hands, say like what QAO has here, become quite attractive. And he's got Dora 1 as well, so he's going to play pretty efficiently here. Well, other guys, I guess MC Riichi has an okay hand. Might be fast. Has Tanya options. But no Dora. But he's not. Yeah, right now you're not too concerned about Dora. You want speed. Outright speed is what you're after. CS Blue's hand's improving. Getting the 7-man does improve his hand. He's still 2 shunting. And QA has a decision here. I would play the Dora here because I think he recognizes he doesn't need the extra Han. Here, you just want the max speed because there are 3 sticks on the table. Like that one extra 1k you get from that Dora. Trying to work the Dora is probably not worth it. So now his options are being able to pawn like 3 or 4 so to get a Senpai. Well, the other guys, MC Riichi Ishanten with not a great hand, unfortunately, but he's gonna look at those bonus tiles and what he'd probably want to play fast. But again, given the I don't agree with the 7-man. That's kind of tricky. I think. It also gave you it also gave you chances to get maybe open up a Tanya if you draw another tile. So I don't think keeping that 1 pin was ideal there. You're just unnecessarily reducing the number of tiles you can accept. It looks like CS Blue's pushing ahead, trying to force Tanya. Luckily for him, MC Riichi does have a 6-0, which can get him a Tenpai, but QAO is already Tenpai. He's waiting for 3-6. There's 1-6 left in the wall. There's always a chance that a 3 will come out, say from West. So he's looking pretty good. But CS Blue's now Tenpai, so he got the 6. Tenpai winning 2-5, and the other guys are in trouble now. It looks like one of these 2 guys will win this hand. Way too fast. So now right now just a race to see who draws the tile. So CS Blue obviously has the better weight given all the 2s are live. Yeah, all the 2s are definitely alive. And now QA draws the 2 and deals
Blue.
In this right now he's got a small lead over everyone, and he did win the first Hanshan, I believe. So yeah, he's a clear first. He's looking pretty good. So of the other guys, it's all really close. Like honestly, maybe MC Riichi will need a slightly bigger score to overtake the other 2 guys. It's probably a bit early right now to do the math. But, he definitely wants to get ahead of the other 2 to have a fighting chance of fighting for second. Okay, so in this situation, he doesn't mind if CS Blue comes first by a lot because he's already first anyway. It's more about getting himself ahead of the other 2 by a significant amount to qualify. He's not going to be able to overtake CS Blue. But look at his hands. QAO has the Haku now. No Dora. Can accept the Dora. But that's only going to be 2,000. But maybe that's still okay. Like, 3 Humber on the table. You don't mind collecting some points here. The other guys, there's some pretty bad hands here. So we'll have to wait a little bit to see. So it does get a little bit more interesting soon, depending on what Kyoto draws, because he has chances to move into Honitsu. Like, really depends what he draws. Like, maybe he draws. I don't know. I think he does. I don't know. Let's see what he does here. I think Honitsu is good, personally. The reason why you might want to go to Honitsu here, like, even though it doesn't add, it adds a little bit more value for one thing, but the other important thing is also, like, it's easier to like change your weight into a nicer weight and have like a wider weight in the Manzu space than being stuck with that Kanchan the whole time. So all else being equal, there, like, you generally want to go for Honitsu, and here he picks this 3-man weights. Luckily for him, West draws it again straight away. But both of those weights were pretty good, so I don't think it was too fussed either way. I guess he'd be glad to see the repeat 3 to start. And so now so now he's in second, and which would be enough to put him for him to qualify, given he finished third, but Tina Crow came second, but he's currently fourth. This will put him in qualifying position, but it's still pretty early days, so we'll see. But he's got a reasonable hand here. Reasonable. It's a relatively fast hand, which is the most important thing. As dealer, you don't mind having more faster, like, lower value hands, because you can always like wrench hunt a few times to rack up the points. But actually, South player, he's Shunten for Chitoy. No, not Chitoy. Yeah, Chitoy. Looking pretty good. He's got, all the nice Chitoy tiles waiting for him. So he's handling the best out of everyone here. But Kyoyo decides to play a little bit aggressively, like opens his hand up for Daniel, which is interesting choice. Like, I think Pinfu was still still a pretty easy option for him. And now it's Dora, so he gets out. Ooh, this is interesting. So this will be Dora Tanki for sure. Yep. So unfortunate for him, he couldn't trap him like a turn earlier or something, or like Dama or something. But goes to the reach here. I don't know. I think that's. Would you take 6,400 here? I would, because you could just trap someone playing the south like the next turn, literally. That's an argument for not reaching in that situation. Because their scores are actually quite tight, so like winning 6,400 direct off one of the, like, say MC Riichi or something, is quite significant. Even CS Blue, because it opens up first position. So yeah, like I think you could seriously consider like just not reaching there with the Dora Tanki. Like this is a no-brainer if you're like dead last and you're really far behind. But when the scores are this close, like any direct hit makes it, like, there's some pretty big swings. The Uma doesn't sound big, but in reality, it's still quite big. There's effectively like the 10k difference between placements, and effectively like 20k swings all around. QAO is probably going to fall now. He's pushed a few tiles, and not really making any progress. So he's probably going to give up now and hold on to his second place. So while I watch this game, there are some results already coming in from some other tables. What do we have here? Maybe I'll bring them up after this Hunt finishes. Definitely a few upsets here and there. Good to see some. It's good to see some of the guys who qualified last week making it through this, the first round here. So for this table, obviously, I believe it would be the 8 dan and 4 dan, one of the 4 dans who were seated in. Was it CS Blue who made it through? I think maybe it was CS Blue who was seated in. Back to the game. CS Blue is actually Ishanten, so he might better get out his parts. Tinakro does. For Hanuman at minimum, no flip. So he gets Hanuman some more, and now leapfrog himself into first place. So now he's in the pole position alongside CS Blue to qualify, and we do expect the other two guys to have to work to try and catch up. So unfortunately for say like MC Riichi, his hand's pretty bad, so he's gonna have to work hard to try and get back into this Hanjan. Kyoyo's hand's not much better. Tinakro's hand's okay, it's not that great. So at this rate, we'll be waiting a few turns to see how the hand develops. So looks like QAO has got himself to Ishanten. Unfortunately, just Chitoe no Dora. It's not the best situation for him. While the dealer now is making progress, but he's got 1 Dora. MC Riichi still struggling to piece together a hand, probably stuck at Chitoe, but now Kyo is Tempo, and I think this has to be a reach. The question is which tile. Does he take the 2
Each.
Wait, I think he does. So he needs to leapfrog Tinakro, I believe, to have the best chance of qualifying here. CS Blue's not real, like he's just gonna qualify by default now. So and this is probably the best time for him to attack when Tinakro's dealer. So pretty easy reach given he's got no Dora. And it's gonna be hard to improve that weight that much. So there he goes. Now so CS Blue's Ishanten, that's alright, okay. He's Ishanten. Is he Ishanten? No, he went back. What happened there? No, he is Ishanten. He's got Sunstruck chance. While MC Riichi has made some progress, like he's got Toy and Toy options. But let's see how many tiles he's willing to push right now. But he's in a tough spot because he's so far behind right now. Like he need like he's okay. So he plays that Suji. I don't know about that one. The problem is he's in a situation where he has to push. So like half pushing is really bad situations. So CS Blue, he'll probably be plays it south. I guess it was probably like I don't know. He's in a position where he doesn't need to push. He probably has some safe tiles, but he decided to push in. Luckily for him, no Uradora, so he's still pretty comfortable. Right now, like QAO has to come first, and CS Blue has to come third, I think, in lower for him to have a chance of falling out. So he's still okay for now, but you don't want to unnecessarily give up points here. So maybe the dealing could have been avoidable, but 3,200 is not the end of the world. He's got some room to play with, but he may want to play a little bit tighter, but he's got Dora 2 in his hand. Good start for him. Who else is so? QAO, pretty dead hand. Dealer's got a pretty good hand. At least it's fast. Well, I'm not sure what QAO is doing here. I think this is a little suspicious. So he doesn't have. It's not north seat for him. Even Star Trek is never going to happen. So I'm not going for Honitsu here to try and home it. Not the best. But Dealer had a good hand. It is Tenpai. Looking pretty good to win this hand, I believe. At least to run charm. But yeah, Kyoyo is pushing ahead like this, but I think he's doing it partially as a bluff. That's how I see it. Like, people might assume he has to have a ton here, so they'll like tighten up a little bit. But unfortunately for him, like, our hands are just way too fast for him. MC Riichi does win a hand, but he's going to need a bigger hand here. And at least he's got a reasonable starting hand. Again, it's fast, but he doesn't mind too much his dealer right now. He's happy to wrench on a few times. So he's drawn some improvements here. Probably looking at just reach normally, but that's okay. I don't think he minds too much here. Kyoyo Pons here. So he's in an interesting situation because this is Honitsu. He's got no choice because he needs to pretty much beat Tinekro. Ideally by a decent amount. I'm not sure what the difference is, but the difference it's gonna be tight. So he definitely needs to leapfrog Tinekro first. To give himself a chance. I guess the scores are the difference is okay, so as long as he pretty much stays ahead of Tinekro by 2k or so 2.2k in that one place, he can qualify. But the problem is his hand he's really slow. So I'm not sure this is gonna work out for him. Maybe he's doing it getting a little bit of a bluff, but again, none of these guys seem like they're ready to fold anytime soon. Will he back out now? That's the question. His muns are really bad. Like, he's not going to win. Honitsu, I think he's realized that he may have to take 1,000 here and play the next hand. His hand's improving here. Well, there's an improvement. Does he play the 5-6 or? No. So looks like he's back down to a 1,000 point hand. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced by the 4-man pawn, given he's done this. What's happening here? So Tinekro's Ishanten looking pretty good. He's got decent hand. Can accept Dora right now. Can discard the Dora potentially, depending on what his weight is, because he can Tanya. But it looks like CS Blue is gonna go for Junchan. But Tinekro takes the Tenpai here, which is maybe not the worst. His hand had potential though, which is why it's a little sad. But I think he realizes how tight the scores are, and any win here is actually quite huge for him. He just wants to pass the game as fast as possible. But it's not the worst decision. I think that's quite good. But then he backed out and doesn't play the 6-man because he got scared. Like, if you're gonna do that, I prefer staying closed.
Riichi.
There are definitely multiple ways of getting your hand back in Tenpai. So MC Riichi reaches, goes for the Penchime weight with the Dora for value. So he actually broke 4-5. Yeah, this is gonna be tough for him. Like going back there, I don't know. I'm generally a fan of going for the wider weight, especially since you're a dealer right now. Like the extra 100 is nice, but yeah, but like you can easily offset that by sumo or a 1 or something. So yeah, this weight's not no one's gonna discard it. So, but at least he'll scare everyone out. Get the Tenpai. 6 does come out. 6 pin. Hopefully, it doesn't fall for the 3. That's what I'm worried about. I hope it doesn't get too greedy. Like, say, like, there are only more 6 left. There might be. Ooh, Kuro can get the Tenpai here. This is a go, yes. This is. Plays one of these 2 tiles. Plays a 3-man. Yeah, there's 4 mans all dead, so I guess that was pretty safe as well. So, yeah, again, Kyo does need to get some points, so this is one way to do it. So he'll also pick up 1,000. Tinecro falls. Still pretty tight. CS Blue has lost his buffer, so now he's probably like regretting dealing in that 3.2k. Maybe could have been avoided. Like he was going to pay 1,000 regardless. So it was not a massive swing. Every point counts right now, so he definitely doesn't want to fall into last. He's fallen to 3rd. Still okay right now given the situation, but not like totally out yet. Like all it takes is one unlucky misdeal, or like a mistake, and then yeah, you could easily fall into 4th. So what do I have here? So QAO, he's got South. He's got 1 Dora. He's got a lot of pairs. So chances are that one of the pairs are going to get broken up pretty soon. Who else has got a fast hand? CS Blue's got a reasonably fast hand. There is 1 Riichi stick on the table, so that is attractive for people. The dealer has wanted to chant. May go for it now. Play a 3-pin at least here, and then decide later if he wants to play the 3-5 man. Tinecro's hand's pretty bad, so he's gonna have to play it safe, I believe. CS Blue now can accept Dora, but doesn't really need to. MC Riichi slowly improving his hand. Looking to Renchan again, so he's at least gotten himself into a situation where he may be able to like Renchan a few times and get into 1st and have a chance of getting out of this. Pretty close here. We might have to do some math later to work out who's in the lead. So CS Blue has to break a pair there because he has way too pairs. Still struggling a little bit. MC Riichi, yeah, plays that first. Okay, and then Kuro is going to break his pair. Which pair? That's the question. Oh, it doesn't break the pair. Interesting. So he's going all that speed. Looks like okay. That's okay too. So because the scores are so tight, he's chosen to just speed up. So he could have broken one of the pairs he has, or he's gone this way hopefully, which gives him more options. But unfortunate for him, the 3-pin does come out, which he would have been, which would have helped his hand. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. But meanwhile, CS Blue, he's opened up his hand, but he's left himself some really terrible shapes. I feel like he's butchered up his hand a little bit. His hand shapes are a little bit better. He had some like nice shapes, like a 4, 5, 7, 7 or something, and now he's ended up with some really bad shapes. So don't know what happened there. Like he discarded the 2-3 pin for no reason whatsoever. Well, meanwhile, MC Riichi is now Tempo. With Hanetsu Hatsu. And he'll take this. This is huge if he can win this. Huge win. The other guys, like especially Tinacro, he should be looking to fold if possible. Like, it's not a good spot for him. I do feel like CS is a little bit oblivious to danger right now, which is not good for him. Sumo. Like, this is a huge win for the Han China because now he's in first place. It's going to be tight. Like, Tinacro came second for 5k 20. So the difference was what's the difference? 24. I think he's got enough right now. Especially since CS Blue is now last, which is really bad for him because his first was really low. So he might not qualify. In fact, right now, CS Tinacro is definitely going to qualify second over CS Blue, given the current standings, given CS Blue is last. Yeah, scores are really tight here. But it's not over yet. Ishanten there. So still South 1, home of 3. Dora is Chun, and no one's got a pair. There's a few single Chuns flying around. One's already been discarded by Dilla, who's got a really fast hand. And he's looking good to continue his dealership. Singapore is Ishanten, but no Yaku. Needs a little bit of help here. At least wants to get into pin food, guaranteed pin food. And he plays a 5, which I suppose he plays a 6. That's pretty rough for him. Can't accept 5 there. Well, he's scared of the Fairy Tan, that's why. But he draws 6 back straight away, so the backfires are adding up for him, which is not good for him. QAO here, he's struggling. Bad shapes. Going to struggle to get a Yaku, relevant Yaku. Dealo's still Ishanten. Still stuck with that really silly shape. It's still stuck with that Kanchan, but he can improve. So, fortunately for Kyo, he just draws the last Dora, has to discard it. Doesn't have any value here. But what's happened here? MC Riichi kept the West. It seemed a bit unnecessary. Like your Ishanten looking pretty good. Now he can't like go for like the 5/8 or wait. He lost that one. Luckily, he drew a 5 man, so he can at least go that way. But I don't know. I feel like he should be playing max efficiency here, especially with all the Dora being seen. There's no need here for him to play fancy. Hold safe time. Kyo, she's a 5. Most likely just playing for tempo. Like his hand's that bad, so he can't win this hand. But he decided that he needs to take the 5 to at least give himself a shot of getting the tempo. by the end of the hand. Oh, Tinekro Tenpai did not reach. And Zumo's. That's fair. That's pretty bad. And he wins a hand. So right now, my guess is MC Riichi and Tinekro to qualify based off the current standings. CS Blue only really needs to win one hand here. Like he leapfrogs straight back up, given how tight the scores are and how he did last time. But yeah, QO has a little bit of work to do, and he's unfortunately just not drawing any really good hands. So CS Blue is dealer, has a pretty fast hand, has one Dora, so he's trying to play fast here. That's pretty good for him. His hand's gonna be hard to shut down right now. QAO is drawing slightly better now. Will force Hanetsu, which is probably his only option here, given he needs to leapfrog in the first. But CS Blue's hand is slowly improving, so he's now Ishanten. No one else is really close. So MC Riichi has some pretty bad shapes. He's going to have to work on those. And CS Blue managed to draw another upgrade for his hand. So yeah, plays the 4. That's the most efficient. He's looking pretty good to win his hand. So he wins his hand. He goes back into pole position for qualifying, I think. If you get into third, I think that's enough. But it's still pretty tight. Like, ideally, he overtakes Tinekro. That's the ideal scenario. But it's all going to be pretty close. So we'll have to do some maths. And deals into the Dora 1. And that's going to hurt his chances. So still South 2. Still a few hands to play. What's the main message? No, not this right. Sorry. Okay, so Curio, what do we have here? Has chances to get Junchan, Sanchoku. There's a few possibilities here. Unfortunately for him, he just has to maximize his hand value, I suspect. So that 4 pin is most likely going to go. Same with 8. This 8 does not help him. So yeah, you're looking to at least get the Sanshoku. Maybe Junchan be lucky, but yeah, you can always dream a little bit. Unfortunately, we can see that he's not going to draw a 9 anytime soon. So maybe Sanshoku. That's the dream. But look at the other hand. MC Riichi has a pretty fast hand, and he realizes that he's still in an okay situation, but it's a little tight for him. So he hopefully. So I think he plays the 5. Look, goes the 8. So I do think this is a mistake because the extra hand does make a difference for him here. I think he needs it just in case CS Blue suddenly wins a hand. So in that situation, you might want to play like the 5 sword instead and leave yourself extra pair instead of like. Does that make a difference here? Okay, so he gets the dream discard anyway. I guess I guess the 6 is a weak block. I don't know. You still have access to it. It's probably fine, actually. I'm probably overthinking it a little bit. But QAO draws a Dora now after discarding the 9, and after I said that he probably had to dream about Junchan or something. Interesting choice. Tinekro now gets to Tenpai with Dora 1, so this is quite important for him. And unfortunately for MC Riichi, he draws a Dora, but pushes in. Wow. Pushes in. Probably, yeah, this one's tough, but probably correct. I think, like, your tempo here, you don't really have safe tiles. You're not, like
Wrong.
it's quite sad to have to just gone too far. And MC heads up for him, so he wins that hand. Tinekro now falls into third, so does fall out of qualification by doing so. So that's the downside of Riichi when the scores are less tight. Like every 1,000 counts. And now he's definitely, I think he's falling behind. So I'm pretty sure CS Blue,
Home.
by virtue of being 300 ahead, it's enough for him to qualify. So now Tinekro is under pressure again to try and win a hand. But unfortunately for Tinekro, CS Blue does have a pretty fast hand.
Chi.
He's gonna play to win 1,000, but given the points from last round, the problem for him is he needs to be ahead of CS Blue by what's this? 5.6, I think. Yeah, 5.6 is the difference he needs to make up. So he's opened up his hand, but I'm not sure this is actually enough now. Actually, before, like, he was barely ahead, but now he's definitely not. Like, I think winning 1,000 is not good enough for him here. I don't think he's realized. He needs more than this. So I do feel like this is a mistake to open up your hand when it's not going to do you any good. Meanwhile, Dealer has Isham 10 with Dora 2, so he's gonna push this, like, guaranteed. Well, MC Riichi, he's what has he done there? He's got a West. That's a good start for him. Yeah, hopefully for a sec he's done his math, because hopefully he realizes, hey, you actually don't have enough. Even if you win this hand, like 1,000 doesn't do enough. He's got no choice now. He's back in the wall. He's gonna have to take this win. Hopefully it's direct against CS Blue. It's gonna be unlucky. So CS Blue gets Tenpai first. Decides to reach, which, given my discussion earlier, is probably a mistake, because 1,000 actually is enough for you to stay ahead. Like, this is not a normal situation. You've got your direct opponents in front of you, and all you need to do is stay ahead. Like, don't fall more than 5k, like roughly 5k behind Tinekro. Done. So this is a mistake, because if QAO Cat gets Tenpai, which there's a chance he will, this is really bad for him, because he might have to deal in blind. So the good news for Tinekro is if he wins this, it gets him closer to his goal, especially with direct hit, but it's still not enough. Yeah. And QAO is half folding, which I don't know. I tell people all the time in this situations I do not agree with. He's last by a long way. This is dealer turn. Nah, Dora wonderful. Dora, somehow, how did he end up starting on Dora as dealer? Anyway, you need to win this hand. Full stop. And because you need to win so many points here, that you should not be folding. Half folding. Half folding is too weak. If this dealer turn goes, you're pretty much done. So my advice in these situations is just play hard. At least he's getting closer to Tenpai, but he's gonna have to play one of these pairs. Just do it. Like, he plays that way, sure. That's fine too. At least Tinekro has realized that he does need to, like, play a little bit more aggressively in his hand. But I guess it's fine. At some point for Tinekro, like, yeah, like, this, I don't know. I feel like he got himself into a situation unnecessarily by playing open when he shouldn't have. At least attack with a closed hand. Now QA is not going to make it to Tenpai. Unfortunately, we saw earlier all the 9s were like gone really early, but yeah, like it's pretty bad to pass a dilettante like this when you pretty much have to go all in. So this is draw now. So again, based on my calculations, I believe MC Riichi should have enough. I believe difference Pro 30k. Actually, let me do the math here. This might be 24. So that's enough. Okay, so based on my math, well, off the top of my head, MC Riichi and CS Blue will qualify. We'll see if they realize it. It should reflect in their play. For example, if your CS Blue here, Open Tanyao is like pretty juicy. Like QAO, well, he's just. I think Honitsu is Chinitsu is like the only option for him here. He needs like a Chinitsu direct hit or something. MC Riichi, yeah, he's pretty safe here, I believe. But he still can't afford to deal it necessarily. But luckily for him, the Dora is 9-man, so it's very hard for him to deal into something ridiculous in his hand. So it's good. So he could just play pretty aggressively here, like fast. He can go for Honitsu here with no care in the world, really. Because like he can only deal in so much. He can afford to deal in 1k here, 1.3, maybe even like 2.3. And he'll qualify easily. So yeah, if Tineko realizes this, he needs to play with maximum efficiency. And maybe not open hands up like this as well. Like maybe he has to here, but like if you're gonna do this, like he probably got those like 2 useless tiles, and now he's just killed his efficiency again because he's played the 4 and it draws a 2, which definitely needed. Like you gotta like know like in these situations when you're like South 3 and 4, you gotta know when you need to go all out attack. There's no like playing. There's no half pushing. Half pushing is just a mistake in these situations. Yeah. And now CS Blue is Tenpai, has enough to qualify very easily. And Tineko gets lucky and gets to Tenpai. Does get lucky here. Drew a 4-man, which was the key tile. And MC deals in, which is big, actually, here. So let's look at it again. So Tineko, actually, right now it's actually I think MC Riichi might be slightly behind. I'm not sure. This is tight, like really tight. Yeah, so South Warhammer 2, what's going on here? So I think based on the current situation, Tineko might have enough to sneak in over MC Riichi. This is actually, I think, looking at the scores, what's this? 24. No, I think MC Riichi is still ahead because the difference was 24.2. So 4.2k is what he needs. 4.2 and third is what he needs. So MC Riichi is still in pole position and is now trying to play fast. And so I think he's realized that if he can hold on, he's good here. Tineko, at least he was given a second life there, so he's got a chance. Obviously, this time he definitely has to stay close. He's got no choice. CS Blue doesn't have a great hand. He needs to hold on here. Okay, so Okay, QAO needs a direct hit somewhere. That's what he's after. Needs a sound shocker as well. So even if he needs to win 8K against someone, I think to have a chance here, I think 8K does enough. Direct hit, because it means he leapfrogs second. If he he can qualify, I think. Ideally against CS Blue. So we'll see what happens here. But he's still a long way away. But he's gone open again, CS Blue, so he's trying to speed up. While QAO just keeps drawing pairs. Poor guy. Ishanta now for CS Blue. Should play where? Oh, he goes that way. Yeah, that works too. Although again, maybe. Oh yeah, he can play. He can afford to be played a bit safer because his position is a lot safer. He can afford to like play the 3-pin there. It's not the end of the world for him. So what do we have here? So QAO. Is that a back? Would you consider backfire? Not really, but no. But he still has a way to draw in the Sound Shocker. Like, although Tanya Pinfu, maybe that's reach Tanya Pinfu Dora is a way out, I guess. So I guess he's probably gonna have to go that way. I guess there's a choice here. If he does go that way, he's gonna want he's gonna need a flip, I reckon. Ideally, he flips a Dora. There's like no other option for him. But he keeps drawing pairs, which is really unfortunate. So many pairs. So look at MC Riichi has. Looks like he's folding. Actually. Well, he's gonna have to fold it straight. His hand's really bad. CS Blue. Oh, now okay. So Kyo gets the Tenpai. Can really has no options to improve. So he's only to reach and pray. But this is really interesting now because and Tinakru reaches, so he has to reach, I think, because he has to reach because he knows he's behind. That's good. And now CS Blue's in a really tough spot. CS Blue has a safe tile, plays it because he knows if Kyo runs direct off Tinakru, like he's still probably safe. So he should. This is like good time to fold, and Kyo might not be able to take a direct hit against Tinakru, given the situation, because I don't think it's enough. But he plays an 8 somehow, because it's 6-7, and I think this is a Ron. I think because he Tinakru. Wow, he needs a flip. This is a pretty big flip, and he gets it. Gets 8,000. Gets an extra Riichi stick. Leapfrogs in the second, and now I think he might have enough to qualify. Like, this is so close. Because CS Blue is now last and has done all his good work. Wow. Of course, secretly, I could see the spoilers because I had the spreadsheet up on the right hand side. Without without doing the math, so I'm gonna put that back on the screen, and I can tell you, that Kyo managed to dig himself out and qualify on plus 0.8. This is like these scores are ridiculously tight. So MC Riichi qualifies on plus 1.3, Kyo qualifies on 0.8, and Tinakro minus 0.3, and CS Blue by dealing in falls out at minus 1.8. That was pretty close. So I don't know if it's worth looking back at his hand, like see what he could have done to, like, what other safe tiles. Like he probably saw the 6-7 man, and hadn't had a pair and gambled on the 8 man, which is unfortunate. Like he also survives it. Like if Kyo doesn't flip the Eurodora, but he does. Like so, there was like it was like there was at least like there was probably like a 70% chance that he was still good, but Kyo managed to flip the Dora. using roughly 30% chance of error. So yeah, that was pretty sick. Okay, so let me see what's happening on Discord, but looks like the next round will start maybe in 8 minutes, but like, looks like we're getting some results coming in now. Let's have in the first table. So first table, En Hombre came last in the second Hanchan to fall out. So Hachino and Joey V qualify. Poor Rusty didn't make it in the end. Suffer got a really big second round to qualify. Crabman survives, even despite getting fourth on this one. Korak drops out. While table 4, Nosti with a really big win, and CW to both qualify. We covered table 5. White Line qualifies here with Makfu. Looks like Mari qualified as well with Cercius and Mr. Riichi Man. Plus, I don't know, God knows, I can't read this. Plus, this player here qualifies here. So that's 2 Hanchan for now. We've got 2 more Hanchan coming up. Probably going to take a short break. I'll let you know when you got the game start. Okay, I'm back. So it looks like the games for the next round are about starting. Who do we want to look at this time? Maybe the first time channel. I'll just watch Nosti since he's the I think he's the last Aussie player left in the field. So I'm keen to watch his game. So I'm gonna just fire that up. But so we have to wait 2 minutes. In the meantime, I think some events. So next weekend there are some tournaments coming up for WRC qualification. One is in London, I believe, which is the one here. I think this one. I'm not sure if it's going to carry 2 seats. Maybe it will because they might have enough players. So they're up to 48. So there's a good chance there may be 2 seats attached to that qualifier. That's what that one there, and of course there will be the Australian Riichi Mahjong Open. This one will definitely carry one WRC invite. And this one, I believe 28 players have registered. Yeah, so this is all happening next week, and hopefully, yeah, you guys can follow some live updates. I know I'll probably tweet some updates from this event, which I'll be playing at on Twitter. So these will happen next weekend, and the weekend after is when we'll have the semi-final and the final for the festive online Riichi Championship 2019. So I believe it should start at a similar time. Oh no, it starts a little bit later. Looks like, is it? No, sorry, 12. It's like 12 p.m. UTC on the 14th of December. So let's fire up this game now. So it should start soon. We're watching from the perspective of Nosti. I think Nosti would have appeared on some ORMC streams, I believe last week. So he finished 4th in the individual for that event. Here we go. So we've got Egg in East, Nosti in South. Not going to try and attempt to read the West player's name. And Joey B is North. Dora is one man. We see two. One's in the dealer's hand, but he's going to have trouble utilizing it. One's in Joey's B's hand. He's got some pretty weak shapes though, and he's played an early 5-pin there. I'm not sure what he's aiming for. He might be aiming for Junchan? I don't know. Yeah, he's got the 7 afterwards. That's a little bit weird. The West player actually has a half decent hand, but maybe struggling a little bit for value. The dealer's Ishanten, because dealer is fine. But yeah, he'll hopefully have that Summon Chan weight or something, which would be good for him. But there's a few. The 1 in 4 pins are quite a few out there already, so it's gonna be a little bit hard. Nosti, he's still 2 Shanten. Looks like, yeah, it's gonna be a struggle for him. Now Dilla is Tenpai, waiting for 6-9. Pretty good weight. No reason not to reach there. West played draws a Hatsu, yeah, that goes. He can always back out and play the Hakus to go for like Tanyao. And now Nosti is Tenpai and waiting for the Doras, and the 7-pin is safe. So the question, does he reach here or not?
Reach.
Good way like this, probably leaning towards reach. It's East 1. not like it's probably fine to take a little bit of risk early in the Hanchan, especially when you're playing 2 Hanchan um, knockout. So you do still have time to catch up if required. So you don't necessarily want to like fold all of these opportunities. And he can accept the Dora here, which is safe for the dealer. Although I don't think anyone's going to play the 1 here. It's definitely not safe. There are plenty of other tiles.
Don't.
But he discussed 4. Dodges the Dora. Only cost him 2k. Not the worst for him. But he definitely had some safety options there, so I'm not sure why he would have played the 4 there. It was definitely not safe against a dealer either. So now Nosty's dealer in the lead. All the other hands are pretty average, but Nosti has what looks like could be Honitsu, which is not as bad as dealer. Like he doesn't really have a choice here. Like it's not like I think like Honitsu is probably fastest for him. Choice here now though, but yeah. Unfortunately, the Chun and the East were there's already 2 out there, so not gonna help him too much. So if he draws like a 7-pin, he'll go back to like say like a pin hand. Hopefully, he does draw a pair of East there, but not the best tile for him. Joey V going for Haku. Nice open hand. Nosti plays a 9. Now, interesting situation there. Maybe you don't. Like, Cheetoy is still an option there. A little bit, like, left field, but the problem with Nosti here is he's not desperate for that 7-pin because, like, he's going to have to break all his pairs anyway. Like his hand value is already, like, quite low. Anyway, so, like, maybe it's not that bad to break at least the 8-pin to start with. To try and like see if you can get to like Nishanten for like Cheetoy Honitsu, which is a much bigger hand. Now Joey biggest Tempo looks like just for Haku, 1,000. But so the backfire there, so we would have paired the 9, which would have helped. Because that's like if you look at his hand right now, that's the only realistic hand that gets like he can still get Honitsu, but he'll have to be like close Honitsu to get any like decent value out of his hand. He can't speed up with the Chun, so there's arguments for discarding the 8-pin and discarding the Pinzu as well, I think. So some hands are Ishan 10, but they're all looking pretty average. Now, Nosti has a decision here to make. He plays the 1. Like, at this rate, he's going to be playing for Tenpai. Like, there's like, his hand is so slow. Like, he's got no choice. He can, like, his dreams have disappeared pretty much. Getting a good hand out of this. If you guys still Ishan 10. So Egg plays a 4 so there. That's pretty unnecessary. Like, really unnecessary, I'd say. I'm not too happy with that discard from him, given the 1 was very safe. And he's in dealing as well. Luckily for him, only 2,000.
Don't.
Joey V, but like, probably some unnecessary discards there. But not the worst. East 3 now. The dealer's who's got most of the hand's pretty average right now, but maybe the dealer's hand has the most potential. He has Dora 2. Everyone else is probably struggling a little bit. But Nosti here, he got a good draw here in the 7 so maybe he can draw into something nice, but everyone's sort of playing catch up right now to the dealer. Has some pretty good shapes, like that.
Boom.
He's all the 4 man there, so like he's if he's waiting on like a 2-5 weight, that's really good for him. Maybe he can even walk into Chinitsu. You never know with these hands. With some luck, but Egg is going fast here. Nosti's now Ishanten. But wow, like the dealer keeps drawing really well here. Still a little bit behind. As you can see, Egg is now Ishanten as well. But if the dealer gets a little luckier, he could really come really far ahead. So Nosti here can see Itsu, so we'll go for it. Given even though it's unlikely because 3 of the ones are out, but it's not like his hand was. It looks like he was satisfied with those pairs he had anyway. Plays a 9, which is probably not a good There's enough difference there that maybe you don't want to play the 9. The 1 is a million times safer just because the 9's right next to the Dora. Like you could argue maybe he's doing it just out of safety. Just if he thinks he can get rid of it now. It's better that he has the 1s for later for safe tile. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. It's pretty tight, but I think he has to get that other 9 out ASAP. But I think he's scared now because he sees Egg. Probably most likely Tenpai. Doesn't know what he has. Well, the 9 is still pretty safe because of the Suji, so wouldn't be too stressed. He should discard the 9 now. But now that the dealer is Ishanten, with carry hand, and now where but that's the problem with the pair of 9s and playing it not fast enough. He tempted the dealer into opening his hand up, and that's when you realize, oh, maybe we could be in a little bit of trouble here. But luckily, Egg bails him out. It's fine. And it was only 1 Ishanten anyway, so not too bad. So East 4, Nosti's still in the lead. Like most of the hands are pretty small. Everyone's been playing open. Mostly open. Trying to. This hand, Dora is 5 man. Only 1, which we can see right now with Egg. And he's got a reasonable hand. Has potential. The other guy's struggling a little bit more. Maybe Joey V. His hand's not too bad. Has potential. But let's see how he plays this. Plays a 7 first, okay. Well, Egg is making progress. A little bit of progress.
Boom.
Joey V opens up hand up again. Like this time he's dealer, so it's good. Yeah, obviously he's got no choice here. As dealer, you probably need to. But I'm seeing this trend where like everyone's playing open hands unnecessarily.
Each.
Fan of that, but looks like Egg temp winning 145 managed to deal in for 1,500. We're gonna deal a wrench on. Still East 4. Dora is 5, so which we see only 1 of right now. Nosti picked 1 up. He's got an okay hand. Definitely has potential. Most of the other hands need a little bit of work. Although, actually, no, never mind. No. Joey V is Ishanten again with. He's got a pair of Hatsu. Again. And, this is now interesting now. He could discard the pair. Because he can always, like, E-Peko. So he decides he prefers Hatsu. Wait. This is alright as well. Because the 5 man is actually quite good because you also got soundtrack chance. So this doesn't close it off entirely. So like this is probably the best discard actually. Here you played a 9, I'm pretty sure. You got to keep the 6, 7, 8, but I think he's focused on that Champagne way, which is not ideal now. I think he really should be open to the idea. Hey, what if I draw a 6 pin or something? Then that's when you go reach for Sanshoku. So I feel like that was a misplay there. Like the 9 doesn't do very much for you. But like, of course, unless you draw the 9 man now, but that's just really greedy, unnecessarily greedy when you already had such a good chance in your hand. Worst case, Ipeko or something. So the 6-8-8 is definitely a shape to keep. Okay, so Nosti here, Ishanten. I'm looking for a 6-0. What's going here? So North player has too many round men, has to discard one. Picks that one. Picks the 6-7, which is also safe against dealer, so that's alright. And meanwhile, Joey V draws a 5, so but given his plan, he's surely not going to discard this 8s now. If he goes that way, sure, that's safe, I guess. But the 6-9 pin was still perfectly safe. Like it must be a safety thing. He's gone that way. But and he draws it straight away, which is pretty unfortunate. But now he's gonna cross with this to break it all up. Like so, I guess the upside of keeping the 9 so earlier was he accepted the Dora. I guess that yeah, I don't know. He did draw. So he ended up drawing the Dora, accepted the Dora, which is good. But I did feel before you wanted to keep the 6-8-8 man. Okay, so Egg Tempai waiting on Dora, or 2-5, where 5 is Dora, and now our North player tries to bail with that pair. Okay, that's alright, I guess. Not the worst. Thinks the 9's safe-ish. Nosti still Ishanten has to play the 9 now. Joey V still has a chance to catch up. He's got a safe tile in his hand. Yeah, not too worse. Still got safe tiles. And Nosti draws a 7. So now Nosti is bailing. He's decided the Hatsu is not safe. So he... Oh, Joey V can catch Joey V, Tempai as well. Okay, so Nosti's trying to play for Tempai here. Because now he had 2 safe tiles. The 1 pin, which is safe. And Hatsu. But looks like he might have problems here. Joey V should play the 9 here. 9's safe, yep. 8. But the problem for Nosti is he's not going to get... He has to play the 3-saw here, I think. But then he doesn't get another draw, so he has to play... But the 3's not really safe against Joey V, right? So... He was running a lot of tiles. Maybe he could have played a 2-man, I don't know. Joey V and Egg Tempo. We go again. Alright, so still at East 4, 2 Homba, 1 Riichi stick in the middle, and looking at the hand, somehow Joey V keeps getting pairs of Hatsu. I don't know. He really likes that pair. He keeps trying. And this time he gets the 3rd one, and he's actually got a pretty good hand here. Still needs a pair. That's okay. We can draw that pair. Because he's got the pair of 7 man there. Sanshouku chance is open. Oh, he's got a pretty good hand here. Nosti's hand is not bad either. Ishanten. But Ooh, that one there probably had too many pairs, maybe. But he might play this fast, so
Boom.
this is a pawn into Tempai. Sure, I think it's fine. Given there's plenty of chips out there, but Jovi gets a Tempai.
Riichi.
We'll reach. We'll go for the 5-8 shortly. Yep. And Nosty's just hoping that someone deals in the 5-8 that he's waiting for right now. He's gonna have to push a tile or two here. So Egg doesn't have too many safe tiles, but played the 4 last, and again, you probably want to play a little bit safer. I mean, there's a 7 that you can already discard that doesn't do much in your hand. But I would not be surprised if Egg eventually deals an 8 here. Ooh. So Nosti draws a 4 and bails. That's actually a mistake. The reason why I say it's a mistake is because he sees all the 5 pins and he sees the 1 pin on the dealer. So the 4 is relatively safe there. And now it's going to have trouble getting back to Tempo. Yeah, I feel like the 4 is definitely a push. There's a lot of other tiles that are a lot worse. Because he sees the 1. Like in this situation, the 6-9 is actually much worse than the 1-4 because he sees the 1. Obviously, but so I feel like he could have. But now dealer Khans opens up another Dora, and everyone's really scared now because dealer's hand looks really threatening. And Egg managed to do it unnecessarily. Still unnecessary with 2 like easy Mangan. That was just unnecessary. Like he should be folding there. At least he plays a 7 Mangan. 7 Mangan does nothing in his hand. Yeah, that was not great from Egg. And so Jovi gets Mangan, gets a pretty big lead. Of course, we've seen these leads disappear, but it's much more comfortable playing with this lead. So now dealer's got a pretty nice hand. Could go for Honetsu. I chose not to by playing the 1 pin, I guess, but it's not like his hand is that fast. I mean, you might want to gamble a little bit. At least play like the 1-2 man or something. And see how it goes. So Nosty's got a Dora. Nosty's got a decent hand. Has one Dora, which helps. Has the potential to and has a lot of room in weights. Looking pretty good. Egg is Ishanten with no Dora, unfortunately. So he's a little bit behind. While our North player is trying to open up. I think he's sick of getting some really bad hands. I have not seen him with a decent hand yet, which it's been a struggle for him. So he's trying to try a new strategy, I guess. Trying to open up with his hand. But it doesn't play 9 man straight away. Maybe keep it as a safety type, but it's kind of close to Dora. I'd probably play that straight away. Obviously, it doesn't help your hand. Nosty's still plugging away, so Egg is Ishanten. Looks like Joey Vital's dried up. Now Egg gets a Tempai. What does Nosti do? Nosti decides to fold. Not the worst decision. Probably doesn't. Yeah. So in this situation, I'm pretty sure Nosty's like, "Hey, why am I fighting against Lust? It's just not necessary." So he'd rather just wait this out and wait for better hands because his hand is decent but not like crazy good. So he's decided not to pick a fight with last place. Although like he ended up playing the two sword anyway, which yeah, sure, I don't know. Like the Suji, like if the reason why it's meh because so maybe he should have just played it anyway earlier. I don't know. Like if you're gonna play it anyway, like there's not massive difference playing on Ipat's turn. Versus the turn after. Sorry. So sorry. So back to the stream. This is South 1. Nosti has a reasonable hand this time. Has a set of Hatsu. But Jerry V is trying to open up his hand. But the last hand, Egg some more the 6 which ended up being the Urodora, so gets 5.2k back, which is not a bad result. Gets him a bit closer. He's still in last, but at least it gets him a little bit closer. While Nosti here has a good hand, but decides not to go all in for Honitsu yet. He's still fishing around, hoping to get like an 8 or something like that. Still is not tempted. Decides that his pair is locking his 2 sword pair. All looking good so far. Definitely it's an 8 but he won't get one at this rate. It's pretty hard because we see 3. We actually know we see all 4 right now in the other player's hands, but he doesn't know that. Well, Egg is Shunten looks like. So and he's dealer as well, so has a chance to come back here with his hand. So poor Nosti is pretty much backing himself in the corner because he'll most likely have to wait on that 8 sword, which doesn't exist. Oh, okay, so now he's gonna back into Honitsu. That tile, but while the West player is going for looks like Sashoku is open for him. Yeah, Sashoku. Joey V draws the 4th Nan, decides not to Khan, decides not to discard it either. Just looks like he's waiting and seeing, but playing the 3 sword doesn't help him here. And he does it the turn after. This is a little weird from my perspective. And I'm not sure he wants to Khan there either because like he's in the lead by a lot. It doesn't like his hands like cool, so cutting there doesn't actually do him any good. It's exposing more Dora for everyone else. So we'll see what happens here. Wow, so Nosti now draws into Toy Toy. Unfortunately for him, this doesn't. Oh, this actually gets in the manga instead of not getting the manga, which is good for him. But he looks like there's only 1 4 so left, which is not the best. 2 pin comes out. Egg doesn't want it. Reached 6 pin, waiting for 3 4 7. Calculate correctly. And Nosti's going to push a little bit now because he sees Mangan and thinks he's got a chance. And Nosti, well, this is tough. Like either you push or you push like all because he's all the like the two
Long.
fought off. So then the West played in because it was 10 pi and didn't want to fold, so it dealt 7-7. Brings egg back into it. Sends West into dead last. Again, still early, but yeah, I have to look back and see if that was a necessary deal in. He was 10 pi, but not a good weight. I guess he, yeah, probably undervalued the dealer's hand at that point, so okay. Not saying it's necessarily optimal. Nosti here has a fast hand, but not a good hand, because he doesn't, yeah, he's going to struggle to get value, but he is shut 10, but hoping to improve. West has a pretty bad hand. Dealer has Dora too, so if anyone plays it, he's got a pretty good hand to play fast. And now Nosti does upgrade, so he's got double Ramen, probably gonna reach when he draws a tile. Dealer keeps the 8 mark for some reason. That's really peculiar. Like, and when he has too many pairs as well, which is not a good solution either. And plays it now, which is not like not that smart in my opinion. And now Nosti managed to get 10 pi, but with no good weights available because he can only really wait for the 3 man. So he's gonna play a bit greedy, which I think is actually not that bad. So he's gonna try and pivot around Sanchoku, and he's got that 1 4-man weight, which is really good. And he's gonna try and look for a pair here. And try and improve his value and weight at the same time as well. Gone this way. See if he gets there. 4-pin probably should just go. Oh, 4-pin, I guess he can draw one back. But the downside here is his Sanchoku chances are slightly lower now, going this way. 4-man comes out. We see all the 4-man are dead, unfortunately, for Nosti, which is unfortunate. So now he's gonna see the 10 pi. Does he reach? Like, he does not to reach. Doesn't see the Dora, which is the problem. Meanwhile, West is actually for Toy Toy. Unfortunately for him, just naked Toy Toy. So not the best in terms of points, but he'll take it if he can at least win and get a little bit closer. Nasty. There is that 4-man which could come out from West. But he's fishing around to see if he can upgrade to Sanchoku. Like, guaranteed something. Like, well, sorry, he can guarantee it so much, but he's trying to pivot around to at least give himself a chance. So 10 pi for West, but he plays for fun, and this straight away 1,000. Now Nosti is dealer, South 2. He's still quite far behind Joey V, who's been pretty quiet last few hands. Sorry, just something else happening here. So looking at this hand, few guys with potential for Sunshoku. Dealer, he's got an okay hand. Might get to like Tampin or something like that, most likely. Joey V has a pair of South. So what's Egg got here? Egg has Sunshoku chance. Needs a 9 to guarantee it. There's definitely a few. There's one floating around right now. But it looks like South play. He's playing for Honitsu. But ooh, that's a good tile. So, Nosti's Ishanten right now. Pretty nice hand. Doesn't need to be greedy here. He needs that. He should keep his pair. But I'm guessing he's playing. Keeping a 6-man just to discard a Riichi turn to be safe. But or he can upgrade here. So now he has an upgrade chance. I think he take this. He decides not to, but I think that was a chance to keep the Sunshoku. Because it also means you can open your hand up. Like 2.9k is not that bad. He could have cheated there.
Riichi.
And gone for the Sunshoku. But he's decided that 7 man's hard to get, so he's gonna go this way, which is perfectly fine as well. We see 2 1s. There's a 4. Does Egg play into this? He plays into this. So again, probably. Oh, that's 8 plus 10 as well. That's nothing. That's just 12k. So Egg, again, I feel like Egg is probably a bit of tunnel vision. He's just too busy looking at his own hand, going, "Oh, hey, I'm just gonna keep pushing. Let me shut down." And dealing there into dealer is pretty unnecessary. Especially, yeah, like that's a big swing. So now, like, Nosti and Govi are really far ahead of the field, and it's going to change that table dynamics a bit. Expected a lot of, bigger hands coming out from the other 2 players who need to chase. But Nosti has a pretty average hand here, but he'll probably open up and see if he can speed up a little bit and try and keep rolling. Like, in these situations where it's headbutt so much, you can afford to gamble a little bit and go for Honitsu if you want here. But it's up to him. He doesn't mind a wrench on here as well. Like, if he wins 2.9, 3.2k, effectively, that's also. So the South player now, he's making what I tell everyone is always a mistake. Like, trust and use a chase. Going for 1,000 point hands is not the way to go. This is just unnecessary, to say the least. So, at best here, maybe he somehow gets to 2k if he draws a Dora, or, waits on the Dora because he draws an 8 saw. But, totally unnecessary, in my opinion. You're not going to come back winning these hands, 1,000 point hands. But he'll do enough here to scare at least Nosti. But then also Joey V is Shanten, so he's going to play. At least Egg is drawing a reasonable hand, but he's still a bit far away. He's 2 Shanten. So, Nosti is spooked by the chance of Honitsu, so he's gonna fold here. Fair enough, given his, really easily, he's just so far ahead. Especially since him and Joey V are really far ahead as a combination. That makes it really hard for the other 2. So he doesn't need to take any risks here, so he decided not to risk anything. But then the South player pawns the 6-man, exposes that he's only got 1 for K. Looks pretty bad. This is, again, just totally unnecessary. Should have won. Probably should have won that 1k hand, but now, you never want to get into these situations when you have, a really And now Egg could punish him. Egg finally upgrades to Sashoku and could punish. But then he plays a Dora. Like, well, if you're gonna do this, at least wait for Dora. That's how I see it. So totally unnecessary play here from the South player. Like you might as well if you do in here, you're gonna like kiss goodbye to your Hanchan in the tournament probably. So luckily for him, there's only one. No, all the Pokemon are being held away, but he did not. He was just charging him blind and getting a little lucky there to at least win the hand, but honestly didn't do very much. So South 3, Nosti has a pretty good hand here. Lots of potential there. Dora 2, most importantly. Joe V has a reasonable hand as well, but Daniel, Kenneth Dora, looking pretty good. Nosti keeps upgrading. This could get pretty ugly soon for these guys. So now he's and has a pretty wide in shot in. Has Dora 2 most importantly, so he can just dumb up this and unless he's winning the 6-9, in which case he could probably reach. Upgrade slightly by drawing a 7. So here I would probably play the 2-star, maybe, or 4-star, one of those two. Yeah, that looks good to me. I'll keep upgrading. And, if your weight's really good, just reach here and destroy the table. So Joey V has Tanyao looking to connect to something. The dealer draws a Hatsu. Has a Dora, but some average looking shapes, but has potential. Egg is trying to find how to connect that with his
Riichi.
So Nosti does reach here, which I think weight doesn't wide. Wants to guarantee he can win off 7. Actually, he can win off 7 anyway. Actually, but maybe I don't know. Maybe a little greedy, but he's so good that it's fine. Joe V chases. Pulls the yes. No, because it was a cheese, so it wasn't. Still Mungan. Yeah, again, unnecessary. In these situations, probably needs to deal in there. You're so far ahead. Dealing the Mungan is never good in these situations. Anyway, I'm pretty sure people have heard me say that many times. So. And I'm sure I make the same mistake sometimes, so I probably shouldn't criticize people that often. But luckily for Joe, he's still got a decent lead on 3rd, but there's still one chart to go, so it can change quite quickly, as we've seen. Dora sitting with Egg's got one. North plays one with a really, really bad hand. Well, at least he's getting towards Hanitsu, so it's getting better now. You'll have to play towards Hanitsu. Joe V's dealer has an okay hand. Nosti has a lot of Manzu. Discards it, which I'd probably play towards the Hanitsu or Chinitsu if it's available. Or Itsu plus something. I don't know. Itsu is available. So Egg draws another Dora. Could be Chitoy, doesn't have to be Chitoy. We'll see. It depends on what he draws. While the North player is making progress on his Hanitsu. But in the meantime, Joe V sees Itsu. This hand actually developing quite quickly. So Egg draws the third Dora, can open with Tanyao. Also, also Ishanten for Chitoi if he needs to, which could be an option because the pair of 7-pin is quite annoying to play with, like for an open hand. There's a good chance it's dead.
Home.
So now Egg's trying to open up, but yeah, the downside of this opening up, well, he gets the tempo. So the 7-pin is kind of weak, and now Nosti manages to dodge, which is good. He got lucky because he's realized. Okay, obviously because he obviously knows the other guy's going for Honitsu. He plays the 1-pin anyway, so somehow he managed to dodge the 7-pin, which is lucky for him because it'd be totally unnecessary dealing. And he should really look to
Home.
now. Oh,
Long.
and still to edge is Hanuman. Not good. But the bad news for Joey V is it means Egg gets a lot closer. So that's something that he'll have to be concerned about next time, Chan. So that ends the Hanchan. Nostin ahead. Finishes on 36.2. Joey V plus 7.4. Egg on minus 6.8. And last place is minus 36.8 with a lot of work to do. Okay, so let's look over here. So it looks like all the scores are out for the first round. We're gonna pick someone else to watch the next round. I think. Maybe table D. I don't know. None of these tables are super close. Like this table's a little bit close. Quick look at this one. I don't know. I'm tempted to watch a bit of Riichi Man since he's done quite well. He's done well at these tournaments. I think he's final table the last 2 tournaments, so I'm keen to watch a bit of his play. So maybe we'll pick him. He's got a decent leaders table, but it might be good to see say how QAO gets out of this this time, given he barely scraped in last round with the Uradora. So let's switch this back. 5. Okay, so the first games are starting soon. We'll have to wait a few more minutes. Okay, so I might take a few minutes break and I'll come back and we'll keep going. Sorry, I have too many browser windows open. So we'll switch this back over here. Yeah, so, okay, so games are being started. We'll have to wait a few more minutes. Let's go with Mr. Riichi, I think. Even though he's quite far ahead, but let's just watch him play. See how he goes holding his lead. He is playing against QAO and White Lion. And Cerseus, sorry. Left out Cerseus. So we have a lot of quite highly ranked players in this game. I think this should be interesting. So looking at the standings, QAO is last by a lot. So Cerseus is closest to White Lion, and then Mr. Riichi Man is in front with decent score, 31.5. Game should hopefully start soon. So looks like Riichi Man is dealer to start off with. So Dora is 7 pin. We see one with QAO. Remember, he's last by a long way, so he's going to play playing pretty aggressively, as I understand. So CS not the best starting hand. Neither the White Lion. So dealer Ishan 10 for Chitoy. Don't know how aggressively he's going to play this, given he is in the lead, but like because it's still like Easter one. Like if he has a tempo, he's probably going to push and play aggressively. QAO struggling a little bit with his hand, but he's probably going to be playing closed for most of the time while he's chasing. So it looks like Riichi Man playing around with his weights, trying to pair up again.
Boom.
But there's a from QAO, Ishan 10 for Chundora. It's like White Lion's going nowhere with his hand. Cerseus, yeah, his hand's pretty weak as well. Probably needs to move to Danielle or something just to upgrade. Rules of 5 pin. So you can play the 3 pin for the widest weight, Right, this is Shanten. Yeah, okay. Because there's you can always go Dora Tanki here in this situation. It's not the worst idea. He's gonna need some luck anyway, so sometimes you have to make your own luck. Celsius Pond's looking for Tanyao. And Mr. Riichi Man still looking to pair up, still struggling to find that other pair he needs. While Celsius now Ishanten, yep. Looking good. But unfortunately, Kyo draws the 3-pin again, but still not Tenpai. Riichi Man still not ready yet. And now Celsius is Tenpai. And now Dora 1. 2, 5, so should be a few floating around. And White Line has decided to fold, which is good. His hand's really bad anyway, so that's a good idea. Richmond plays a 6. Probably needs to slow down a little bit soon, I feel like. I'm not sure he's aware of the danger he's in. He doesn't need to deal in here. His hand's not getting there, but he has some room to play with, so it's fine. QAO, it looks like there's 1 8-pin left. Something might be in the wall. Richie Man still kind of gets him by. Oh, Richie Man gets the Tenpai. Which tile we play? Probably.
Riichi.
He reaches now. Well, this is a pretty aggressive play. Little overkill, given there's only 1 tile to draw. Will the other guys? Will he scare the other guys? Celsius obviously says no. Pure draw another Dora, but too late to chase and get a draw. Pretty aggressive there from Richie Man. Little bit overkill from my perspective, but sure. Wow, Celsius. Hey, how many tiles is that? That's got to be a 10 start at least, right? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got missing. Is that 11 start? I think it's 11 start. Wow. So Celsius has 11 start for Kokshi. Unfortunately, Tom gets pawned straight away. But he's still Ishanten, so he's still going to go for this. This is obviously a pretty easy decision for him, regardless, because his hand's rubbish without it. So he's Ishanten for Kokshi on turn 2, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, he needs to draw last turn. Needs to see the 2 tunes which Kyo has. And what else? It's just those 2 tiles, right? Yeah, those 2 tiles. Meanwhile, Richie Man has a decision to make. Decides to play Dora in case he draws it. And there's another. So poor Celsius needs to draw the last tile of both. Gets a Tenpai. Last ton will guarantee to come out probably if it's drawn. Looks as safe as houses. He's all in at this point, and pretty easy decision for him. You don't fold Kokshi. Yeah. But Tenpai, a really good weight. Luckily for Celsius, doesn't draw it, doesn't get himself killed straight away. Looking for last ton. Which tile to fold? So that doesn't really matter for him, but if he played a South, which would cost him less, and this could be bad, and he deals in. Wow. Oh, this is really bad for wow. So now he's lost, and probably has undone all his good work, and he's at risk now. Thanks to that deal. Wow. That's why you play it safe when you're in the lead. But like, ignoring that, he probably would have got the ton anyway. Like there was no way he was not going to play the ton, and he was a bit unlucky to draw into it. Luckily for him, it's still early. Like it is only East 2, but Mr. Riichi Man has now got himself in last place, and yeah, he doesn't work today. Let's see how he goes. So now Cerseus and White Lion in the 2 qualifying spots. And that's also really bad news for Kiryu because he's not going to get first now. So he needs to gain a lot of points on White Lion and I mean a lot of points. So that actually is really bad for him as well. Unfortunately, deal in because Cerseus just got so far ahead. Like he's uncatchable now. He's guaranteed himself a ticket, assuming he doesn't deal in a few times. So I'm expecting to see a few big hands here being a few big hands because people are going to go for broke. So hey, this game got really interesting. Kiryu draws the four pin, does not Kanya, but he's definitely looking for it. Like he has to in this situation. Like, again, he's got to chase. He's looking for ways.
Kang.
Unfortunately, oh, okay, so that's interesting. So he's at least got himself a chance to. Does it to the pawn? I would probably pass the first one.
Boom.
He takes it anyway. No one ever agrees with me. But the reason why you pass on that one is because again points. You kind of need points here, and punting there doesn't do it. When maybe he still had a chance of reach Sanko, something like that. Like I hope he's realized he needs a lot of points on White Lion. So like maybe he could split it over time, but I don't know. Like I guess he'll like I don't know. Like, because he doesn't have any chance of getting Dora unless he draws a 2-man now. Even then, he might be stuck on like he'll still be what? He'll still be at 2600 maybe. His hand
Each.
right now in his current weight he was 2600. But at least Riichi Man gets a Tempai, reaches, needs some help because he's reached Pinfu. So it looks like Kiryu is gonna have to play the three for sure here, right? Yeah, he's got no choice. You can't deal in. Goes that way. Interesting. That's creative. Why do that when you got Toy as well? I don't know. Could have tried to attempt to get the Toy. Yeah, again, I don't know. I just feel like, hey, you need points.
Long.
Why do this? Riichi Man does get 0. Unfortunately, only 2000. Does not help his cause. He's still stuck in last. In deep trouble. Gonna need some help. And meanwhile, White Lion's kind of just chilling out, going, "Hey, I can just waltz into second place." Looking good for him so far.
Boom.
Sorry, just typing on Discord, but um, yeah. So some of the players were talking about the Kokshi earlier. So what do we have here? We've got this Riichi Man sees Itsu, probably needs to go for it, unfortunately. It is one of the bigger hands he can go for. So he plays as a pair
1
of Norse that he doesn't need. But here we go. Yeah, like from memory from the scores, like the 10k isn't gonna cut it. He needs to really get really far ahead. So I'm still a bit baffled by his play here. It just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, like to me, it makes no sense going for these open hands when you need you need to actually you need like 20k at least min, probably like even 30 on white line. So I'm not totally impressed with this play. Especially well, he's an 8 down. I'm sure he plays well, but like maybe he's not so comfortable with playing in a tournament setting, which is what I'm finding here. So Celsius is tempo. Doesn't reach. Definitely the best decision. Like there's no need to reach here. You should just play close and try and pass each hand, and life's great. You're pretty set here on 65k. Now Mr. Riichi, um, he's not Tenpai yet. He's still trying to get towards his Itsu, but unfortunately for him, he can't do that anymore because the Itsu's dead. 2 mans are dead. Holding the 1 man, which doesn't do much because he's got a pair of 5 star. So like, he's got some decision to make here. Plays the 3 first. I'm assuming, I don't know. He's really trying to work in the door up.
1
Sure. Well, white line reaches, which is I think fine given this position. Maybe, yeah, probably. Like if he can win another hand too, he probably guarantees his position. But Ricci man does draw Dora, so he's got a way out now. Um, looking to get the tempo here. Has a safe tile, but unfortunately his weight's not so good. But his weight won't be that too good, but we'll see. Doesn't get Tenpai. Draws the tile which will deal in, and he may be forced to play it. So there's a chance Richie Man here takes another massive hit. Not looking for it. Good for him, unfortunately. Probably gonna have to deal in it, right? He can play 7-8, but well, I guess there's no more tiles left. Now he's just a bail, but late. I guess that's better result for him than dealing in. Another lost hand for him. At least Dilda Renchan ends up drawing another Dora, but way too late. And white line. Flex 6000. And still East 3. The good news for Richie Man here is he has Hair West, but obviously cannot open any of these hands anymore. Like it just won't happen unless he's got Mungun. You can't really open. But doesn't have Dora, which is annoying for him. But at least he's drawing some useful tiles here and there.
Boom.
Decides to pawn here, which again, I just don't like it. You're too far behind. Like if I'm the other guy, I would happily deal into 1000 here. Like just have it. That'll be my approach because it really doesn't help Rich Man. Like Cersei says, sorry dear viewers for the misplays, but honestly, no, you've been playing really well. Of course you need a little bit of luck, but it's fine. You've been playing well. And Cersei is Isha 10, potentially Silent Shocker, has a pretty big hand here. While White Line, he's making progress, but no one's actually. Oh, no, Dora got discarded by White Line, so okay, sure, that's fine. White Line draws second Dora, so this will kill off any chances for any ridiculous hands from the other guys, I think. QAO is now Tenpai. Unfortunately, this will be Reach on me right now. But he goes for it anyway. Hopefully he can get a bit lucky with Dora. Celsius draws Dora, doesn't deal it in. Yeah, he doesn't really care right now. He should try and fold his way out. Well, Riichi Man pairs up the 9, so he can play the 7 safely. Can cheese way out of this one, and probably should. There's no other way hand. Tenpai calling for 6-9 for unfortunately 1,000. With 2 Riichi, but Sumo, KO, reached no Ura, 2,000 again. He needs more than that, unfortunately. So given this is he's got 2 dealer turns left, so this is the first one. He might play more aggressively now with dealer. So looking at Riichi Man's hand, like the only way to get max value here is to draw Dora, go for Sanchoku, like I just said. So the hand plays itself here. Like being this far behind, your first question is, how do I get the manga? You make sure you don't discard a single tile around those areas that would affect your chance of getting manga. So like he has to go for that Sanchoku. Like it's just there. Yeah. So just more like he's looking for a pair. Maybe he can improve like instead of being stuck with 2-4, you could maybe pair up, find a nicer pair. Find a nicer weight on top of the Sanchoku. See how we go. But at least there's hope. So like, but it looks like. Oh, okay. So we've drawn one of our Sanchoku tiles. Looking for a pair, pretty much. That's what we need right now. But QAO is Ishanten. Is it? No, it's not. His hand's too worse. It's still 2 Shanten. Is it? No, it's Ishanten. Sorry. It has to be. But with not a really good Ishanten. Pretty poor one. But he's dealer, so he'll probably attack with it regardless. Cersis is also Ishanten, I believe. Yeah, he is. But White Line looks like he'll try and kill this dealer turn. Pretty smart decision, if you ask me. QAO draws a 7, decides to play the 4 instead. Little bit like that, but White Line will get to Tenpai with a pretty shitty weight. So QAO is now Tenpai, and I think he has to take this. Like, take the Furitan Tenpai. Furitan Reach. Obviously, the other guys don't know that that he's in Furitan Reach, but we'll see what White Line does here. So the 9 comes out. Does he play a 7 here? He could play. White Line could Tanki and plays the 4. Okay, safe. Now, okay, so Riichi Man has to give up the Sanchoku. Sees 2 8s out. 9 is safe, so breaks it. Gets a temp. Will attack with this. Doesn't have much choice. But I do like it because he's aware that he has to tackle these spots. Like you can't. There's not many hands left. Has to attack. And steals it. It puts Ron off QA. That gives him a little bit of hope. Manga positive. at least gives him a chance of being in range of White Line, which is quite important because White Line is the guy to chase right now. Actually, looking at the points. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So the problem is, yeah, if Riichi Man gets above QAO, then he might have enough. He needs to get above QAO and get within, yeah, feel like 16k, yeah. So pretty much like if he can, Riichi Man can get back above QAO, get to like 23k right now, he would make it. If in 3rd place, but unfortunately in 4th place he's still way too far behind. But at least he's got hope. He didn't have it before, being negative, but this is a pretty key dealer turn now. Some results are coming in. It's like one of the other tables. It's like Hachino and Cranbourne qualify from quarterfinal A. So back to this round. Riichi Man has 2 Dora, and it is an East, so he can pawn it if it comes out again, which is good for him. And looking around the other hands, maybe like White Lion's hand is okay in terms of speed, but the 3rd taunt does come out now, so this is quite dangerous for White Lion in particular. Unfortunately, Kyo is kind of all in, so he's going to be pushing pretty hard and might keep feeding tiles down. It's pretty bad. Okay, so he plays. So White Line is trying to speed up now, knowing that the dealer has a Tom. But he's got to be careful. He better hope he can outspeed the dealer. Otherwise, like if he deals in, this is really bad for him. Lucky for him, Riichi Man still struggling a little bit. So Cerseus should play a 1 or the 7, take a pick. Now White Line is Tempai, and if he can win here, that's pretty huge for him. He's got to watch out, because he's pushing pretty hard, and he's still banking on Riichi Man not being Tempai. So Cerseus gets the Tempai, will not reach this. Actually, White Line, really good draw, like crazy good draw. Sumo's 1,100, 300, 500, and more importantly, denies Riichi Man the attempt for the comeback. So, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for Riichi Man, but his hand wasn't quite fast enough. And White Line was playing a bit smart by opening up early. A bit of luck he got there. So South 2, yeah, QAO is in trouble. Like it's gonna be tough for him. From here, he's not getting the tiles. Well, at least Riichi Man is getting some tiles and has a decides to open up here, which he needs Manga. So, he really needs Toy Toy here. Question is, will he get it? So like 2K definitely doesn't cut it. He's pretty much drawing to Toy Toy if he can. Meanwhile, Tempai for White Line, but I think this is you play 9 so here, so you should know if it's extend here. Riichi is not an option. You should, yeah, you're playing 8-9 or 8-9 because this gives you a chance to go for Itsu, which is also a chance to open. More importantly, now Riichi Man taking a Tempai doesn't take it, which is the correct decision because again you need to get to Mangan here. Like he's so far behind, you can't like avoid Mangan. Now QAO draws a 3rd Forman, he's gonna keep his like Suanko chance open, and he's got no choice there, so he'll do it. While he could have got Tenpai many times, but most low Tenpais are pretty bad. Not to mention, so White Line is Tenpai on Can't 8 Man. Obviously, he's not going to reach. He doesn't need to. He's just playing it slow because he knows he's so far ahead. He's deciding here whether he should play something like a 7-man.
Riichi.
He decides to reach here. I don't agree with it. He doesn't need to do anything stupid here. It's not a good weight, for one thing. No one's discarded. It does scare Riichi Man, which I guess is good for him. But really, like as Riichi Man, I don't know. 5-man does come out, which gives him a small chance the Suji trap will work. Maybe Celsius plays the 8. You never know. He's got plenty of safe tiles for now. And there's 8 arrives, and this could be it.
Dong.
No, 2 points. Importantly, another turn passes. And here we go to South 3, and yeah, where's the Dora? So no one's got any Dora now. No one's got any crazy potential. Like Riichi Man has an okay hand, but he needs help still. Like it'd be nice if he could con the 8 and draw some like get 40 or Dora or something. Yeah, but otherwise, yeah, his hand's gonna struggle. While Celsius has a pretty bad hand, but doesn't need to do anything, so he should be playing pretty safe. While now Ishanten for Riichi Man, at least Riichi Tanya Dora 1 Sumo Ura. That's what we're looking for. He needs that now, and this is a good good round to do it. Given wow. Okay, so he got the Khan as I suggested, which he needs. Now he's still in Shanten, but needs to reach and needs to do more. At least Hanuman, ideally, to get him a lot closer to White Lion. But he draws a Dora, decides to keep the pair, which is reasonable. But now Sankor's up in play. If he gets lucky here. Unfortunately, discarded the 6-man. That's really unfortunate for him. So that might destroy some Sankor chances. The 7s are gone. Gonna need some luck here. Yeah, so that was really unlucky. But meanwhile, over there, Kyoyo is making progress. Doesn't have any Dora though. So like he still needs to still doesn't really have the hand that he needs to smack the dealer with. But Riichi Man is still in Shanten. Really desperately wants the Tenpai. Now, is that Tenpai? That is Tenpai for Kyoyo, but it's just not enough. I don't know. Does he take it here? Does he improve? Probably. Because there's 2 6s. He sees 2 6s. One is in Riichi Man's hand, and for his sake, I hope he doesn't have to discard it, because he can just draw a 5-8 man instead. We'll see. Because realistically, for Kyoyo, he needs like a pass more right now and lots of pretty Dora to even have a chance. And 10 points for Riichi Man, and he'll go for the Shepon. Has a chance, like, so this is obviously Mangam. Hopefully he gets Mangam Plus, we shall see. and White Lion doesn't. Obviously, White Lion lets it go, and it's a draw. And Kyo now dealer in Southpaw, and realistically, Kyo needs to wrench on like way too many times. Like God knows how many. He needs to like over 60k Celsius to even have a small chance. Naturally, over 60k, he'll do it. Like, but and Riichi Man, he needs. What does he need? He probably needs. Like even direct Hardy muzzle enough on White Line. I think he probably direct enough. Probably not. One direct, like he'll like direct by one. Like pretty much, he needs like Yakima or something. That's how I see it. Hardy muzzle's not gonna cut it. So Rishi
Eats.
Senpai takes it, even though it actually doesn't. It will not do enough for his placing, unfortunately. Um,
Boom.
Kyo takes upon, even though it doesn't help. Well, he can get Toy Toy, but yeah, he needs a bit of help there.
Kang.
So that's the card. Opens up 7. So there's not new Dora's 7, so has one in his hand, but needs to pair up. Needs to get Toy Toy.
Sumo.
So Ricky gets more from manga. At least doesn't get any Dora. Only stuck in manga. Again, not gonna be enough. That unfortunately that deal into the Kokshi just hurt way too much. So I believe we're gonna see Celsius and White Line qualify from this table pretty easily. So let's bring that up onto this screen. So these are the results from the quarterfinals. From some of the other tables, like Joey V and Nosti got out of qualified from quarterfinal B. Quarterfinal C looks like it was really close. MC Riichi somehow got there again. I think he had to win last round as well, right? He was. Where is he? He managed to barely win again. The last time he won the second Hanchan and snuck in. Did the same again this time. Sneaks in ahead of. I think this is a Mary. Yeah. So MC Riichi, Mark Fu qualify here. Celsius, White Line qualify from D, and so our semi-finals, which will be played in 2 weeks, will be as follows. These are the matchups. So I guess that's gonna end our coverage for today. It is getting pretty late here. So obviously, thanks to everyone who watched today's stream, and um, I hope you guys come and watch in 2 weeks' time for the semifinals and the finals. So until then, see you guys later.